Well, just because like if I like leave my hair the normal way it's cut, where it sweeps, it covers my eyes and I can't see.
Mm,
All right, we're live,
It's
boys.
like sweet.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes, 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 yes.
It's Wednesday.
I don't have much of a show prepped other than
Talking about
this.
spoilers.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about, actually. It's a lot of stuff. It's pretty interesting. The battle mechanic and how Hexmage is now the hypest.
So it took us how long to get cards that specifically said destroy planeswalkers? How long before we have ones that specifically say destroy battles?
10 years.
What do you need? These cards aren't good, and they all turn into something that's not a battle. And
Yeah, but like if a battle's destroyed, they don't flip. So like if I play a battle, wouldn't you want to destroy it so I can't get the opposite side of it? Instead of having to like block and like risk losing my own creatures.
um,
I'm just
I don't
saying,
know
like,
how
it's
to do
eventually
that.
going to happen. Like, people said
Yeah,
at first we didn't need destroy planeswalkers because you can just attack them.
There's that one that flips into Teferi, and I'm like,
Dude, that
okay.
Teferi is terrible.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
I saw it and I was like, keep printing Teferis
You're
like
So-
this.
gonna-
I'm
yeah.
okay with
I'll
that.
save it for the
I'm gonna
gas,
win
but
the.
we are alive.
I saw the blue white at first. I was like, no, I swear to God, please don't bring 3 fairy back.
Yeah. It's bizarre.
Come on, JP, you got to put your camera on.
Oh.
Stop being lame.
I
Nope.
had you guys after.
What?
I had you guys after the raffle.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
On YouTube, right?
Yeah, always YouTube. Yep. 42, 43, 44.
How many subs are we up to?
I don't know. I haven't looked.
I just need to know when I have to devote a whole day to playing Arena.
It's going to be more than a day, buddy.
I don't know.
Yeesh.
I think I'm gonna be able to do it in like 14, 15 hours.
I hope so. I hope so. For your sake.
If he can do it in 10, I think I can do it in 15.
All right.
What?
Do what in 10?
Is it just me or did he get really quiet?
He's really quiet.
Yep. He's running away from the mic.
He's just yelling across the room.
Well, if you can hear me, Josh, I had said on the one cast that if we get to 500 subs, I'll try to beat the
10-hour time.
the 10-hour time to get from bronze to mythic with a new account on Arena.
You better be ready to not get out of your chair.
Good luck.
For sure, dude. For sure.
That'd be worth
That
it.
dude did not get up.
Oh, I know. I already planned to tell my girlfriend. She's like, we're gonna probably do it on a Sunday, and I'm be like, you're gonna have to bring me food. You know, gonna have to set up the
I'm
catheter.
sorry. I thought this was a
You're
single
gonna have
player
to play
thing.
for me when I have to go piss.
I was gonna say like, you're gonna have to set up the catheter.
Gross.
No, just have her play for you while you go pee.
All right. Let's see how many subscribers we're at. I didn't check. The last
Don't
round
make
of
any decisions.
things,
just,
only
like,
2 people
prolong
claimed them.
something.
So this whole box right here that I have in my hand. I know you guys can't see it, but this whole box I have in my hand, like nobody's claiming it, so it'll just get shuffled back in.
No, give it all to one person.
Yeah, I
because
can
you
do
don't
like a
have to do it again.
super duper. Yeah,
'Cause you don't. Yeah, you don't want to have to do it again.
I'll run it through. I don't care. I'll do this every week for the rest of my life. Up to
It'd be
100.
For the
hang on.
rest of
So
my
after
life.
we do, so hang on. After we give it all the way to one person, then you can keep continuing it. But like, do the one big drop to draw up everyone's attention and grab.
That's not
a
bad.
bunch
You just
more.
you just wait till the last day of when we're gonna do it. What was it, episode 100, and then all of the leftover ones you could do for 101. Like here's the big drop for everyone, or for all the ones that weren't collected.
Sure.
We're gonna do one person.
I'm just setting it up.
Dude,
now.
I love that it's Berborgamos and Fiddlefip.
Yeah, I think most people love that. It's pretty good.
No way. I like the Yargle in the.
No, like that's cool. We're just saying the like combined characters. I think Berborgamos and Fiddlefip is funny. I knew it was gonna be Torburn and Rankle because of the story.
I have not even looked at any of those cards. I've just been too busy making stuff on
I looked in a
Facebook.
little bit.
Rankle steals
I delved
Torbjorn's
into
ring.
the lore a little bit for the podcast today. If you want me to talk about the lore,
You can.
I just watched for Kevin's updates.
no, I like delved in. Like, do you know what the Realm Breaker is?
No, I tried looking up the card because I was like, is this a mashup with something? And I like couldn't find a
I
card.
thought so too. I thought it was the Eldrazi. I thought it was the Eldrazi.
Oh, see, I thought it was. I kept
I
thinking
was
of Realm
confused.
Razor.
I'll save it for the cast. But yeah, I definitely thought. I thought it was the Eldrazi, and I was like, wow, they really brought the Eldrazi in this set, and they paired it with a Planeswalker.
I think
I want to know
overrated.
actually if Ren is evil or not. I don't.
I think
so,
Ren
though.
just exists.
All right.
Ren is a very bad Planeswalker to like want to be bonded with because it's on its 8th one, and presumably all the other ones have died. So
I think that card is overhyped right now. Everyone's like, oh my god. 3-drop makes a 3/3. Who cares?
I'm on. So like, all right, Elish Norn's dead.
Yep.
Right, and like Nicol Bolas was beforehand.
Yeah.
I'm on team. Give us a mono green villain.
All right.
And
would you
I mean, isn't that what Garrick was? He was like
How
mono
would you
green and
design a
turn
mono
green
green villain?
black.
So instead of what we do last time, where I usually do the raffle during the cast, I'm just gonna do it before we start the cast. That way, it makes the episode
way
sound
better that
clunky
way.
as hell.
It does.
Right.
It's way better to bring it at the beginning.
Well, I'm just saying, like, even before we get started. So,
That's why I turned my camera off because I'm smoking a cigarette because I don't really care. I'll tune out if you start doing that again.
yeah, here we go. Random number generator. Let's do it. For those of you that have subscribed to our YouTube, thank you for helping us grow. We're up to 168 subscribers. Of those 168, I can see a total of 86 of you. So those other subscribers, figure it out. Make yourself public if you want in on this. But we got a good batch of cards today. I usually post them, but I feel like the surprise factor might be better. So we're going to go with that. So let's start off for number 41. Let's randomly generate. Who is 48? John Young, what's up, dude? He let off last week too. It's pretty funny. All right, generate 46. John Hayden, you get 42. And I wrote 4-2, which is funny. Number 43 is going to go to 67, which is Quicksilver. Generate again. 65. Wow, real. Ooh, Pacers fan forever. Nice. Man, we're having a lot of repeats. 42. 42 is Jeff
We're about to
Kroll.
play the Pacers on Saturday, I think.
Are we? I went 41.
I
40.
think the Pacers are in town on Saturday.
All right.
So maybe the Pacers fan for life will be at the game.
Yeah, it's a pretty low chance. All right, 40 for prize number 46. 48. They can't win twice, John Young. Jeez. This guy's got the number. 14.
That's a lie because Alex won twice.
No, he won twice in the same role. Like,
Oh.
so this is where I screwed up last
That
time.
guy should go buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah, no kidding. Number 14, you won 46, which is Baloo. Let's generate again. 5. Who's 5? Alex Schenkel. You got 47.
Nice.
Alex Schenkel got one. Hey.
Yeah, congrats, Alex.
Generate 12, which is Arthur Rugestein, which is 48.
Alex Schenkel is probably like the pioneer of my Magic days.
41. Jason Page, nice win. And number 6, which is Alex Thompson. This guy's just running hot.
Dude, he's hot.
That's the third one I've sent.
Yeah, he was 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah. All right, dudes. I'm gonna organize this by A to Z. So let's see what everybody won. And then we'll get started with the cast. And boy, we got a lot to talk about. Okay. So, why did it do that? Yeah.
I
So
can't see what everyone won. Put it on our camera, too.
I can't.
I mean, I'm just watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's delayed,
Oh,
but
Yeah, it's delayed. Let's
Did he-
I can't double stream it
Did you
through
put the
Discord
stuff
and this at the same time. So, okay. John Young, you have number 41. Yeah, if I do it through Discord, it's inverted and it annoys me. So, you got card 41. Let's see what that is, which is a Zapaldrel Hunger Dominus. It's the green Dominus from the last set from
he's not streaming us right now.
Boom. Nice. Number 2, John Hayden. You get 4/2. Let's see what this is. It is a foil schematic Mishra Tamer of the Markfawa, which is from Brothers War. This is that weird Mishra that has like ward for sacrifice permanent. Quicksilver, you have number 43. Let's see what that is. Ooh, a Return to Ravnica Blood Crypt. Number 4,
pretty good.
Pacers fan. You got 44. Let's see what this thing is. Hopefully it slaps. This is a secret layer. Or no, this is a Store Championship Collected Company.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. 40.
Just make sure there's not 4 curled
Wow.
ones when you play.
All my stuff I put in. I have those
That's
little
the
bit.
secret.
Number 45, which is Jeff Kroll. You have. Let's see what you got. Ooh, a foil Once Upon a Time. From Throne of Eldraine. 46, which goes to Baloo. Let's see what this sweetness is. Oh, this is just a Prismatic Vista from Modern Horizons. I think that was 1, right?
Yeah.
Alex
Yeah.
Schenkel, you got 47. Let's see what this bad boy is. Ooh, a foil Vraska from the... is it All Will Be One? Yeah.
He'll like that because he has a all
Proliferate deck?
Planeswalker EDH. You know, he has a all Planeswalker EDH, yeah.
All right.
With Child of Alara at the helm.
48. We got Arthur Brugestein, which has a RTR Deathrite Shaman.
Oh, that's cool.
49, and I
Throwback.
lost 50 somehow. We're going to have to find where 50 is again. We're going to have to play back the
That was
tapes.
It was Alex.
Oh, yeah, it was Alex Thompson. My bad. That's why we keep you here. 49.
That's why we keep you here.
A foil Jace, or Space Bellerin, the weird looking one.
Oh man, I wanted that out of your collection.
I
And then
have
Alex
a foil
Thompson,
regular one if you wanted.
50. You got a foil Thorn of Amethyst.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah, those things roll. Thanks for subscribing. Every week, if you join up, you will be able to be eligible for these sweet, sweet prizes.
Dude, I'm winning next week. Easy.
Bro, I
Good
want to
luck,
win
Jump.
those hot pockets in the bag.
No, those are mine. There's a
This guy's taking pages off of Rudy.
I like Pop Pockets, so joke's on you. No. All right.
Oh yeah, that box
Do you
is
like
100%
them, or do
empty.
you just get hungry?
No, it's full.
Brother,
Not full.
look at this smell.
It's full.
He's lying.
Fine. I don't care. I don't need to. What do I got to
need
prove to you?
it.
Coming over to his house right now.
Come on
Oh,
over.
You
Come
just
on.
see Jeff in the background just grabbing the box.
I had to put towels down.
Owls?
Yes. You know how frozen becomes moisture?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what happens. So, you know, Dumb Tony does dumb things. All right, we ready to get this cast started? Or winging it this episode. I had no time to prep this week,
That's fine.
but there's just a ton of stuff to talk about. So,
It's JB's favorite type of episode.
I guess I can.
Yeah,
Here's what I'll
it's
do.
great.
There's plenty of. I have lore to talk about.
Also, we
I'd
can,
I
rather
did
hear about
homework.
lore, honestly.
I did homework.
well, I can say this to be honest with you. We could probably talk about ranking the 10 swords.
We could do that.
Oh, we are
The
going to
new
do
one's
that.
pretty good.
Are we?
Why
The
not?
new one's pretty good.
There's 11 swords, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess the Dungeons and Dragon ones, but is that not illegal if we can't play that in Constructed, unfortunately?
That's fair. Even though the thing, I think it would be perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, it would be. Everyone knows that.
They should have just put it in the D&D set and called it like sort of Dungeons and Dragons 2.0 or something.
All right, I will get you guys going podcast. And so, anyways, for those of you that are tuning in before the podcast, just so you know, this Friday we're going to be live streaming our Legacy F&M. Our crowd's actually pretty good. We get about a group of 37, 38.
I don't know if it's that high, but
We'll call it 30.
yeah, it's like 25 to 35 anywhere
Yeah.
between.
So, hopefully to take that up to the next level. Maybe we can talk to the store owner by upping the ante a little bit instead of the current price structure. Because, you bring a $2,000 deck and you leave with $15 of store credit. It feels bad, man. But that's a separate discussion. Anyways, people are just there to play, and that's kind of the beauty of Legacy. But share my screen. Screen 1. So,
Are you sure?
mhm.
You know anything going on? Not gonna.
Josh, are you going to F&M next week?
Next week,
Or this week, sorry.
like Friday. Oh, not Friday, but why you want me to do next week?
No, I meant this week because if we figure out how to do it, I don't want to be the only one commentating.
Well, if it's not a 2-man crew, we ain't doing it. That's really
I
how
think
it
I'm going
is.
to Chicago.
Yeah, we gotta have some people bouncing off.
Whatever. This is like a test stream. This
it's
is
like
like me to figure
My
out what I'm
Swiss
doing.
friend's last day in Milwaukee, so I think I'm going to go to Chicago with her.
All right, dudes.
Mm.
Let's get this theme song rolling, and we will get the cast going.
Hit it.
3, 2, 1. Oh, here we go.
Yo, I need you to click on your bookmarks. I need to see. I need to know. See what Tony's into.
Yeah, I had to
don't
make
think
an
that's a
executive
road I wanna
decision
go
to
down
lose my bookmarks.
Oh darn. Who would have guessed?
Yeah.
Executive decision.
I had to make an executive decision to lose my bookmarks.
Dude, they would have just put a bunch of magic bookmarks anyways. We already know all that.
No, it's dude. My non-magic life's too cool for this. So,
I
Uh-huh.
have a question for you guys. Is listening oil, is it more like a virus or is it more like a bacteria?
we will
What would
answer
you
that
call
question
for-
as soon as we establish. Welcome to episode 95 of Paper Player. I'm your host, Tony, and I'm joined with Josh, Jeff, and JB. And we have a full crew today. On top of that, if you want to connect with us via socials, you can do that in a multitude of ways. The best way to find us is through our link tree, and then just find us that way. And if you want to be entered into our YouTube raffle and help us grow on YouTube, it would be much appreciated. Every single week we draw 10 cards, and they get given out to YouTube subscribers. So go ahead and do that. And with that, Josh, tell us about that question.
Ain't it a virus?
No,
Because
that was like an
spreads or
opening-
whatever?
I didn't
that was
hear
a-
the question.
That was an opening question. That was an open-ended question to you, but like I'll get into. Or there's a plot hole in this story.
I thought
but
it
I'm
was a
asking you
virus.
guys.
I thought it was a virus because they have to infect someone. It just can't be transferred person to person. It's just like, here is this thing. It goes in your body and it takes over.
Sure.
That's a virus. It's just
Okay.
not transferable like human to human or whatever to whatever.
Okay.
Like, I can't sneeze on you and you suddenly get it, or I can't like cut my arm and
It's just
Put it
magic
to your
aids,
cut.
bro.
Yeah.
Well, like because obviously the like leaked art or whatever for Aftermath, Nahiri and Nissa live through Phyresis or whatever. They get uncompleted.
Oh, you mean
Okay.
like?
yeah, so it's a virus, so you just treat it.
You mean like this?
hang on. But also in the story,
You mean like this art?
Karn- yeah, that one.
Who is the
Also
dude?
in the
Who am
story,
I? I don't even know who
Karn
I
no
am.
longer
You're
has a
Sarkin.
spark.
Oh, okay. Karn no longer has a what?
Spark. He got,
Karn
he
no
got
longer
bodied.
has a spark to save Nissa, and Malira died
Yeah.
to save
Didn't
Nissa.
you like smash her head or something?
Oh, that was Elish Norns.
Oh, okay.
I have a feeling these are going to be alternate timelines.
Oh
Just
yeah.
saying.
Oh, that's like, they did. That's where they put Phyrexia. They switched. They used Teferi magic to swap Zalfir
Mm-hmm.
and New Phyrexia. So now Zalfir exists, but New Phyrexia is lost in the Time Void, which is the same thing they did for both the Eldrazi, which are trapped in the moon, and Nicol Bolas, which is trapped in the
So
prison realm.
So Teferi is just Doctor
meditation
Strange.
zone.
yeah.
Teferi is literally Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
It
sure,
used to be-
whatever.
It used to be- they killed Venser, was the original Doctor Strange. If you look at like the Venser art from the
The
original,
OG.
wait,
Yeah.
Venser's super
what's
sweet,
that
dude.
was Venser in? What's
The
Venser in?
original
He
one
could be
was
flipped.
Future
It's
Sight.
yeah, it was
No,
Future
no, the
Sight.
Planeswalker.
Oh,
the
the Scars of Mirrodin.
Planeswalker? Yeah.
Scars of Mirrodin, yeah. So like, he was originally supposed to be the Teferi, I bet.
Maybe.
But,
I don't know. Venser's super
They did
cool.
kill him off. They did kill him off pretty quick.
Yeah.
What was the other lore thing I wanted to talk about? What is the Realm Breaker? Do you guys know what the Realm Breaker is?
I
Someone
don't know.
that breaks
I'm gonna
realms.
just call him 8
Wha-
now.
Were you like me? And I thought when I saw that card, I was like, wow, they really paired Ren with an Eldrazi. And the card I was thinking
oh, I'm
about
with
was
you. Okay,
World Breaker. Was World
Gotcha.
Breaker. I thought they paired Realm with a Ren with an Eldrazi, and I was like, wow, that's actually kind of cool, like way to beat the Phyrexians or whatever. No, but the
Realm Breaker.
Realm Breaker goes all the way back to Kaldheim. When Kaldheim is actually the first set where the Planeswalkers started showing up. That's where Vorinclex was.
Yeah.
And Vorinclex is playing. Vorinclex stole some of the bark from the World Tree.
Okay.
In his visit to Kaldheim, brought it back to Elish Norn. Elish Norn took that bark and put it into what is called like this is where the token comes from. What are those tokens called? In
Which
the new
ones?
set?
Oh,
ones that flip. They're like
uh,
seedling tokens.
yeah, aren't they called Phyrexian? That's it.
No, that's
Yeah.
what they flip into. There's like a incubation.
Oh,
yeah,
those the
incubation.
transforming
Uh,
tokens, sure.
That's the word. So they like took this bark into this incubation thing, and it like they want the Elish Norn's plan was to use this tree, because like the world tree has whatever the possibility to like expand worlds or whatever, and she was going to use this to invade the other planets, blah blah blah, or other. I said planets, I meant planes, and then so this was over Kaldheim, which happened however many years ago. So over the course of this, she like grew it to however big it got,
Yeah.
and then the planet started coming, and then they completed Nissa, and then Nissa grew that to like proper functioning power with
Yeah.
her Nissa powers, and then the Phyrexian invasion happened, and then they used Ren. Seven died. Ren needed something to bond to. The Mirrans took Ren to the Realm Breaker.
Yeah, that art was super sick. I like that one where they're carrying Ren.
Did you guys read that post about
Dude,
from that?
I tried reading it,
Okay.
like some of the lore, and I love Magic so much, but the lore I just don't care for.
No, not even about the lore. It was about the like how he only got paid $1,000 for that, but he went above and beyond because he went above and beyond doing that artwork because he felt like personal for it.
Oh, sick.
And then
Okay.
people were like, you should have charged more. My artwork should be this. And he was like, no, I did this on my own free will. But this can't be you can't see this as the standard. Didn't expect this. Like this was just me being me.
Yeah, this is me going on. Dude, it looks super clean. Or not clean. It looks. It's such a story, like in that artwork.
Right? It looked accidental renaissance.
Yeah, it's really good. But yeah.
So yeah,
Alright.
that was my lore minute. Much
Dun,
better
dun,
than the 5-color minute.
We'll call it that. Yeah, I remember that segment. I miss those days. We gotta bring back segments. Those were fun, just because we all hated each other.
I like the lore because I don't know, it actually keeps me invested in the game for whatever it's worth.
So I'm a simpleton, and I like to just I like watching the trailers, and that trailer was pretty sweet. The one with
Elspeth.
yeah, pretty dope. Elspeth is near and dear to my heart because it's from my favorite Plane of Shards and Lara. So like, basically, like, Ajani's kind of gone away from me. So like, what I still
Still love him.
I love Nicol Bolas from the Shards
He's
block.
still alive.
Who,
No, that's
Nico?
what they did. No,
Johnny.
Yeah,
They used
he's in the
yeah,
R word of negate.
that's who's
Looks
that's
stupid.
whose Karn Spark is in a Johnny,
Mm.
and then they tried to fix Nissa somehow, but it's not quite right.
This is some
That's
real
what I said.
Piccolo nonsense going on because I think Venser gave Karn his spark, and then I don't know,
His Spark.
and then he gave his spark to his Jean. This is some real Piccolo stuff going on here.
Yeah.
All right, dudes. I'd like to talk about Magic that you guys played this week, but I think there's just too much to go into because I got a lot to say about Battle and where they did, and some words because I watched that stream today and just listened to like what Rosewater said, so I'm actually pretty interested in that.
Built the Dan deck.
No, it's sick, but I know that earlier this week we talked about the D&D Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves, that movie that came out or is coming out. I don't know if it's out yet.
It's out this Friday.
Okay, so the Secret Lair dropped a little bit early for that, and it's got some pretty cool cards. Like something interesting, like the one I have displayed here on the screen is Zinc Paladin Unbroken, which is white 2 for a double striking 2/4, and then auras you control have Exalted. I think the auras you control having Exalted is like a unique way to actually make a different style of auras deck. Even though Light Ball's
holding
Dan
he
Dan.
made his Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Look
I
at
like
you.
this card. I think is very
I got
playable
dope
in
black
EDH.
too.
Yeah, I do. I like this card a lot, actually. Like, yeah, it's just good. It's another aura thing. All right, what's the next card that I have on here? I didn't read all these. So Holga, Relentless Rager, red 4 for haste. Holga, when it must be blocked every turn, and then when it attacks each creature you control, gets each creature you control attacking a player gets +1/+1 until end of free. Each creature that player controls. So if you go against a token deck, you can like mega stomp them.
Yeah, but you don't have trample.
I'll find a way. Simon or Simon, Wild Magic Sorcerer. Whenever you cast an instance or sorcery with mana value greater 3 or 3 or greater, roll a d20, 1 through 9, draw a card. Each player draws a card. 10 through 19, you draw a card, and then 20, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Again, it's a 3-mana 1/1, which is like really low rate to stay for just any
I
creature.
wasn't excited by any of these cards.
This is like mono blue lake group hug.
Yeah. So
This card is actually really good.
Oh,
think so?
actually, this one was cool.
Mhm.
This was the only one I thought
Mono
was
green
cool.
legendaries.
okay. Dodric, Nature's Warden, and then it has a transform side, which I'm not going to leave, but he turns into an owl bear, or bird bear, owl bear. It's a 3/3 with vigilance, and then when it enters the battlefield, search your library for a forest card. Specifically says forest, so you can go grab Triomes if you wanted to do that, and put it on the battlefield tapped. And then whenever Dodric attacks, you may pay green 1, and then it does transform. And then on the transform side, when this creature transforms into Dodric, Owlbear Avenger, other legendary creatures you control get +2/+2 until and trample until end of turn. And then it flips back and forth like every turn. It doesn't stay transformed. So
Heck yeah, I like
This card also like pays for its commander tax, like half its commander tax every time it's casted.
yep. And then we got Eggen Larcenous Larcenous Lieutenant. I can't read that.
Weakness.
This is Chris Pine's character in the movie.
Okay, got it. Each non-land card in your hand without foretell has foretell, and it has foretell cost equal to its mana cost reduced by 2. Whenever you cast your second spell, each turn go target creature. Meh.
It's just nice to have a second like foretell commander because
Yeah.
there's only one right now, and you could probably storm with his.
And like foretell, like card, and even a commander. The
Yeah,
one that
that's
like
pretty
brings all your
medium.
cards foretell.
Yeah. So I don't know. These are just like cute. I think these are exactly the design that people want, and it will probably bring in people that are really D&D fanatics. Not that if D&D fanatics already don't love Magic, but it's kind of like what Warhammer and Lord of the Rings is doing. They're bringing in people from other fandoms, and especially if you're going to start something basic, it's probably best to have simple design versus like ultra double-sided nonsensical cards, right? So, all right, dude.
As they put a set with like so many unique borders in this set and like
A
double-sided
literal
cards.
new card type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Card that flips a new card that flips into a planeswalker. What?
So
That's
I'm just
not
going to go
interesting.
and grab a battle right away, and we will kind of talk about it. So
Dude, that dragon one's actually kind of good.
They're all kind of like solid. Like this one's just Green Sun Zenith. Like I think this card's legit. Invasion of Ikoria. That's probably the one that's actually going to see real play out of all these. Just because a tutor target.
Read this one. Let me read it.
Okay.
X green.
Well,
when
before we
they-
go into it, hold on. Let's establish what a battle is. Are we all on the same page of what a battle is?
It's a permanent. It's a permanent.
It's a new permanent type.
Yeah,
Yep.
You read it out. You saw the stream, so you tell me what it is.
Okay. So a battle, it's a sorcery speed, new type of permanent. It has battle, and then they designed it to have dash siege because they can then go into the realm of expanding on this. But essentially, how I see this card is what I would call like a reverse planeswalker, meaning that you cast the card and then you choose an opponent. It comes in with defense counters, aka loyalty counters, and once the last loyalty counter is removed, the card is considered defeated. When it's these designs right here is once the battle card is defeated, it then transforms into the other side, whether that be a planeswalker or a creature, as we can see here. But you choose an opponent, anybody can attack that opponent, but it's the controller, you, the one who casted it, gets the benefit of the flip side of it. Now, note, if you vindicate this card and the last counter is not removed, it's not considered defeated. So there's a little bit of weirdness to it. If you Vampire Hexmage it, it is considered defeated because the last counter got removed from it. But Josh, tell us, read the front side of Invasion of Ikoria, then that might give some color to it.
X Invasion of Ikoria. X green. Battle siege. As a siege enters, you can choose an opponent, and you do what Tony said.
They protect it, yep.
When Invasion of Ikoria enters the battlefield, search your library and or your graveyard for a non-human creature card with mana value X or less and put it onto the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle.
And then it's got
So
six
it's just
battle counters on it.
what is like the isn't there a card that's like it's not Green Sun Zenith? There is a card like this, I thought.
It's Finale of Devastation.
Yeah.
You just green axe go search for, but I mean you specifically can't go get like human creatures, but like this one goes and grabs for 4 mana. You can go grab Vampire Hexmage, sack the Hexmage to then on the flip side when it's been defeated, it becomes Zorotha, Apex of Ikoria, which is
so this combos with Vampire Hexmage. Oh my god, can you
Yeah,
even
all
do
of them
cheaper?
do.
Like what about Hex Parasite?
so Hex Parasite too, you can go get that for 3. So either way, it's an 8/8 with reach, and then each non-human creature you control, you may have that creature assign damage or assign combat damage as though it wasn't blocked. So Thorn Elemental. So you can just be like dummy for 8. Out of all the ones I've seen so far, this is the most impressive, and this is actually the one that you would desire to actually get an 8/8 on the other side. But
Make Jeff read the red one. I think the red one's good.
yeah, so we'll go to that. But with little things with battle, you can target it with anything. Like a lightning bolt can hit a battle, so you can lightning bolt battles. The counters get removed from amount of damage dealt to it. So if you attack with a 2/2, 2 counters are removed. If you attack with a 5/5, 5 counters are removed. And then again, once
Are
it's
these a
defeated,
new type of counter?
yeah, they call it a defense counter.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what this little thing is. But so, I know Rosewater, when he explained like what battle was, everybody's asking why is it dash siege instead of just being battle, right? And they said it leaves them open for design in the future to change like battle dash, structure, battle dash, whatever, where it's like you could control one and you have to defend it. That's essentially like these play like for right now, if it was the other way where you have to defend it, it would play like a planeswalker because it's similarly that's what a planeswalker does, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a Planeswalker that
Right.
flips.
So there's other room for design space here that they can go all over the place, but essentially you could probably make like structures where it's like, hey, I made a building and it produces resources or it produces energy. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of like realms they can go in it, but they made it vague enough that they did it. And this set has a total of 36 of them. So there's it's not like the original Planeswalkers where there's like, here's 5 and that's it. Like it's
For
here's
another year.
yeah, so there's 36, so figure it out. All right, I'll pull up the red one, and that's the dragon one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have Jeff read it. Tell us what you thought. I thought this card was good.
I can't read, you know that.
You do it out loud. You do it for me, baby. I don't know. Does Mythic Spoiler not have the red one? It's gotta have it. It's right here.
I think you floated it. It's right
Yep.
there, yeah.
Boom.
Invasion of Tarkir.
All right, it costs a red and 1. Battle Siege. When Invasion of Tarkir enters the battlefield, reveal any number of dragon cards in your hand. When you do, Invasion of Tarkir deals X damage +2 damage to any other target, where X is the number of cards revealed this way. It's got 5 defense counters, and then when it flips, it becomes a 4/4 flying trampler. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, it deals 2 damage to any target. I think this card is okay.
It's 2-minute
Eh.
shock.
I thought this card's good.
I think the front side is infinitely better than the back.
Bro, all you have to do here's all right, hear me out. You want to hear my combo? This is a great combo. Play
Yeah, I
a
was
dra-
about to say, how do you load up your hand with dragons?
First off, you play a dragon EDH, right? And then
Yeah.
you play you got to play Izzet, so you got to play Niv Mizzet.
Mhm.
And then you do what's the 10 mana enter the infinite, right? You enter the infinite,
Where you draw half your deck.
all
or
of your deck,
whatever.
and then put one back, and then you play this card for 2 mana and reveal 30 dragons and shoot somebody.
Shoot everyone.
I mean, you only need like 10 mana to do that, yeah. Or, well, 12.
Oh yeah, that's not a big deal. What's up? It's EDH, dude. Get crazy, get loud.
Yeah, blue red. You can make infinite mana. It's fine.
Or you can just wait till next turn because you do get to put one card back on your library, so just figure it out.
Yeah, this card's not bad, I guess, but
All
I
you
don't
do is
think
play Reliquary Tower or whatever, and it'll be fine.
this card, I don't think I'll ever see constructed play.
Yeah,
in standard.
I think it's
What
good.
dragons, bro? Like,
Don't need
there's
dragons.
like
It does 2
one-
damage. It's at burst. It's just like a
I guess 2 mana shock that
Treat it like a
You get it.
sorcery speed bone crusher
Yeah.
giant.
turns into a 4 flying trample.
Well, you have to dedicate 5 damage to it. to
yeah,
do that.
that's a lot.
So I'm going to say this about these invasions, or sorry, these battle sieges. These are like a control deck's worst nightmare because you just don't have the ability to block. Like you're just not going to be able to block.
That's true.
It,
But
like,
you also are just stopping your opponent from playing creatures most of the time.
Yep. So I think
And the only time it's going to be really bad for control is if it's flipping into something that is not a creature, because then it'll be like, how do I remove that?
yeah, fair, good point.
The
So
Teferi one, trash.
we could talk about that
Thank
one.
God.
But ultimately, like these cards are really. I think these are gonna play super weird and limited, because if you attack and you don't achieve the battle on their side, and then they get to crack back and achieve their battle, that's when you're gonna get punished pretty hard. So there's a sub game being played. So all the Shahrazad lovers, this is what you get. You get 36 different versions of Shahrazad to play these weird sub games with. That's really what it is. But so there's. I think I saw one we previewed earlier that has a threshold of 6 battle counters. At what point are you dedicating 6 that way and versus 6 to their face? Like the ones that have like 3 battle counters.
Got to be amazing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like at some point, it's like, can't I just go to the face with it? I mean, I
Yep.
guess. So
Unless it's getting you something crazy that turns the whole game around.
right.
My other thing is, I really wish. I mean, I'm gonna start bitching about it already.
Sure.
I really wish it was both players could attack it, and whoever did the last point of damage took.
Oh, no one would ever
Control.
play them because then you just always
Yeah,
have the
that's
chance
what I
your
wanted to
opponent's
talk
going to steal
about.
your card.
The person that's putting it in their deck is at all of the risk because then your opponent can reap the rewards of what you're doing. So I think this is a good design because that would just be like you would just have no incentive to play that. You know what I mean?
Not in EDH. That'd be a great incentive. Everyone gets to swing at this stupid thing to try and take advantage.
Yeah, I mean they can make that. They can make a version
And-
of that for EDH. I'm all about
But
that.
that's
they
what I'm
do
saying
wanna
is this is the point of these cards most of the time is like some goofy EDH garbage because like everything we've seen so far does nothing in like real competitive one-on-one Magic.
I wouldn't say that. I do think that like that Green Sun Zenith one that because it doesn't have to go get a green creature. It's just a non-human, which just gives you so much availability and.
What does it become?
And
You just go and
8/8
grab it. Yeah, it becomes
reach.
8/8 reach, and then it basically has like Thorn Elemental.
be
or-
blocked,
Well, it's, yeah. So you can either assign damage to the creature, or you just go here's 8 to the face. Which if we look at like Hex Parasite, you go turn 1 Lana Whirl, turn 2 Hex Parasite, or play this, get a Hex Parasite, then you have an 8/8 on turn 2. Might not be good enough, but like it could.
I didn't
that's
even know there was
Eh.
a colorless one for Ravnica.
yeah. Oh, that one came out today too. But
What does that one do? Let me look.
Hang on.
Josh
The-
wanted to say something.
Going back to the beginning when I asked about if Phyrexia is more of a virus or a bacteria. So Itali gets completed in the story,
Yep.
right? And
Yep.
then also in the story, Zagalta or whatever the big
Zaltha.
Zakama,
Zakama.
the bigger dinosaur,
yeah,
eats Atali, right?
Yep.
While he's completed, but Zakama's fine, which also goes back to that. Nissa got completed, but her spark, they had to like save her spark with Malira or whatever. That goes back to the plot hole. Like in the beginning of when we first introduced to glistening oil, it was like where there was just a one single drop of oil corrupted all of Mirrodin,
Yeah.
you know. But now we're kind of at this point where like you can kind of defeat
Control it.
Yeah.
whatever, which like is in line with modern day viruses, where like
As
the
let's say, yeah, you
first
find
wave of a virus is going to kill you, and then the sequential waves aren't designed to kill you; it's just designed to spread.
Sure.
Or like they like evolution doesn't want to kill the host; it wants to spread. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
All right.
oh, it makes sense. I mean, it's just a virus,
So
and
that
it
was
isn't.
my rant about how the story's got a plot hole, but it's okay if it's kind of a virus.
Yeah.
I missed this. What is this?
Invasion of Ravnica, which is 5 colorless. It's it comes in with 4 battle counters or shield, whatever, a defeated. I don't know. That's gonna be a terminology that just.
Magic number.
I just want to
think
call
that's
it
the
loyal
number.
counter because it's like what I've known for the last 12 years, maybe 15. So when an invasion of Ravnica enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent and opponent control that isn't exactly 2 colors. So no hitting red and 6, no hitting Teferi, but you can hit 3 color cards. And then on the flip side, it is a 5/5. Then whenever you cast a spell that is exactly 2 colors, look at the top 6 cards of your library, and you may reveal a card that's exactly 2 colors from them. So very Ravnica themed, and put it into
like
your
this.
hand. Yeah.
This is gonna be a hot for a bunch. A lot of people are going to think this is cool. Isn't
Can-
there one that flips into a legendary? Yeah, the Marchesa.
Yeah.
That's
it
a
does.
question.
The destroyed legendaries or
Go
non-legendaries.
pull up one.
Okay.
Yeah, can it be your commander?
No, that one. And I don't think they said that you could because it's not. You play. It's valued at the
Why
front side.
In this card, can it be a commander?
Yeah,
But that's
so-
not. What about the one? Oh, I guess that is a creature on the front side.
Yeah.
The 65 Force Commander, Jeff.
Yeah.
So this one, Invasion of Fiora, and it's black 4, and then when into ETBs, you can choose destroy all legendary creatures or destroy all non-legendary creatures, and then when it flips, when it loses its battle counters of 4, you get a Menace, Death Touch, and then when it attacks, remove all counters from up to 1 target permanent. So this is like the thing that invades and just
This
destroys
card's so
everything.
busted.
Yeah, and then
Dude, this card is so
What?
busted.
at the beginning of your upkeep,
The-
yeah.
Go on.
If you haven't been dealt combat or damage since your last turn, you draw a card and lose 1 life. So it's kind of like this weird engine by itself. But just to note with these sieges and either like Marchesa, I think there's. I mean, if you have any way to blink this, so cards like Flicker Wisp that can blink these things are going to be very obnoxious. So this kind of effect is like kind of dangerous. You know what I mean?
That's very
Dude,
busted.
especially you're
Dude, this
talking
card
about Lewis, look
dumb.
at Evasion of Talvada.
Okay.
Dude, and hang on, like Marchesa removes all the like when after you get a Marchesa, it turns all your sieges on immediately.
Yeah, it
And-
has Menace and Death Touch. Good luck.
You can't block it, and it gives you the monarch, and it comes with a monarch. You can't. Yeah, you become the monarch.
That's not in this.
It's the monarch with weird wording.
Oh, you're talking about the oh, okay,
The
I'm with you.
ability, yeah, because if you
Got
don't
it.
take damage, yeah.
All right, I'm with you. I follow you. Got it.
No, Flicker with
that is
Invasion
weird.
is where it's at.
Yeah. So any of the ETB ones,
right there. It's right under the green one.
This one.
Yep.
Okay. So Invasion of Talvada, 3 white and a black, for a
What
battle
is
siege.
Talvada?
Yeah, I don't know. They said they had to dig deep to get 36 planes. When Invasion of Talvada enters the battlefield, return up to target one or non-battle permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So this is a reanimation spell. And then on the other side, when it flips, you get creature tokens you control get +1/+0 and have lifelink. And then at the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 white and black spirit token with flying. So
People
again,
love to think black white spirits, but it's not.
no. So I guess yeah. I mean, again, it's. Do we have the ability to flicker these? These do with the old Elish Arm from the last set. It doubled. These all get double triggers, right? They all have ETB triggers. So like, start
Yep.
looking into that and like, how are these going to play? I mean, like, I essentially they should be playing like a Saga, except Sagas don't have ETBs, right? They have like put a counter to kind of circumvent that, and this
Yeah.
might be able to like be better than that.
Is this
I have a
card going to
question.
see play in the Reanimator deck in Standard?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you
Trax a
about.
Reanimator?
Yeah, I wish I could tell you about that, but no.
You still control it,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
It
So
works
that's how
just
you
like
can
a
put those-
curse.
Yeah,
It's a curse with a way to like
it's a curse that has
attack it.
yeah, it's a curse, but then you give your opponent a planeswalker that you have to defeat to get a super bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
excited,
Flicker
man.
was-
It's always nice
but-
to have a shakeup.
Flicker Wisp Donks going up. Dude, that Marchesa card is so. Now that you made me think about it with the Flicker Wisp, that card is so busted.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other versions, but even if like the creature side, if you just like if you ephemerate it, it flips, it comes back as the siege. So like you
I
can
was just gonna
you can
ask
do
is that
nonsense.
how that works.
Yeah, so anytime things like exile that can come back to play, they always return unless it's the werewolf mechanic from the last is it Shadows of Radiant
Yeah.
Strike, whatever that one is, because it's night and day. They always come back on their front side. So
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's an ability to be able to be like, all right, I don't like how this is handling. You can blink, destroy all legendary creatures, so destroy everybody's commanders, and then like go boom. Here we go.
Pretty
Dude,
good.
and then like they can't do anything about it. Oh my. so
No, it's
funny.
it's. I think it's like with Planeswalkers. When the first I wasn't around. Like I got in about a year after Planeswalkers. During like I got in a year after Planeswalkers. So like people kind of understood like what their roles were. Like people knew like a Johnny Goldblane was really good in Kithkin, and like Garrett Wildspeaker was awesome. Like, but imagine like the first time playing against that card at like Galore and pre-release, you're like, what are you doing over there? So like it's going to be a mindset
It
shift.
was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because now you need to figure out, you have to evaluate whether or not it's worth playing them to get just the effect, or if you truly want to target them.
yeah. So the effects are pretty
yeah.
good. Like so far,
Yeah,
like I
some
haven't
of them
seen-
are fine.
Yeah, some of the-
especially in a limited
Some of
standpoint, for
them.
sure.
Yeah. Like I just haven't seen one that like this one's not even bad either. It's like you get
That one's good.
yeah.
I don't
these
care
cards-
if that card ever flips.
Yeah, the flip doesn't matter. The
I'll just
front
take
side
the-
is
the-
good.
Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
I would play that every time.
yeah, Invasion of
Yep.
New Phyrexia,
Yeah,
X blue white.
Yeah, that's about to carry.
Yeah, sorry. And then when Invasion of New Phyrexia enters the battlefield, create X 2/2 white and blue knight creature tokens with vigilance. So for 3 mana you get a 2/2, 4 mana you get 2/2s, and then you just kind of scales up with the game. The other side has this horrendous Teferi, which is +1, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard a creature card. Really bizarre that he cares about creatures. And then -2 you get an emblem that knights you control have +1/+0 and have ward 1, which is cool that it stacks like that. And then this -3 is just like, this is what you guys came up with. Tap X creatures you control. When you do, shuffle target non-land permanent an opponent controls with mana value X or less to its owner's library. So it's medium. I don't know.
I guess.
So I didn't know they made an actual Run Breaker card in this set, and I just read it.
Yeah.
And 2 things. 10 mana to put all creators in your deck into play sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And 2 mana tap, mill your opponent's legacy deck, and watch them get really upset when you play their dual lands.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
So have you guys ever played against Sylvan Primordial in EDH?
Yes.
Okay, so I think this is better than that. This new Itali.
Yeah, this card's nuts.
It's
Itali?
ETB.
It's a talent's busted.
So yeah, you exile. So you don't get to miss with this Itali. You have to hit non-land permanents. It's exile until you see a non-land permanent, and then you may cast any number of those spells from among them without.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Dude,
this card is
busted.
this
7
card is,
mana, play 3 cards.
or just cheating to play.
Or
With,
4 cards, sorry.
Itali was already like a EDH, a person who loves EDH
Yeah.
loved Atali. There was like it's inevitable. You love that deck.
Yeah. So Sylvan
This card's even
Primordial
better.
was like, it's obviously problematic with blinking effects because you destroy it. And I think this is the same thing. You're going to be able to play all of your opponent's spells and just drive them crazy. And it's in a creature, like, I'm not talking about casting this for 7. I'm talking about playing sneak attack and paying 1 to put it into play, then blinking it, then blinking it, then blinking it, and then playing 9 spells. So I think this is fun for the moment, and then everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sick of having other people play my goddamn spells. Get this out of here." So-
Itali's already banned in some like places.
Yeah, people don't like having their spells cast against them, and this one does it on ETB. It's better than because the other Itali didn't have haste; it had trample, I believe, and it has to attack. You know, so you have to get a
Right.
lightning greaves on that bad boy to get it going. But this is just
And,
yeah,
and then he just like, oh, so this is the card that was a part of Mark Rosewater's
Yeah,
clue that
the
can
other-
deal
the-
11 poison.
yeah. The other card is just flavor. The other side is flavor text. Yeah, it's 10
Oh,
mana.
yeah, it's still cool.
It's 9 mana plus for actually. Let me rephrase. It's just to me, it's flavor text. Like I'm playing it to blink and
Right.
spell cast your spells. So, Deadeye Navigator and this card are best friends, and go on. The fact that you can't like whiff, like it's exile until you see a non-land card. So it's like, oh, I'm going to not only go past all your lands, I'm going to take your spells out. Oh, that's a Gilded Lotus. That's cool. I'll cast that card, and guess what? I'm gonna have
Oh
more
my
mana to
God.
blink my Deadeye Navigator. Oh, yeah, I got your Mana Crypt. Cool, I'll do that. like, it's one of
Oh
those
my
cards that's gonna
God.
be like, it's probably fun in the beginning, and then it's gonna get annoying from a casual standpoint. And,
Oh, you're
and-
countering my shit, Veil of Summer.
yeah, cool. Yeah, right. So, yeah. So that tally is pretty sweet. It's a degenerate. I guess I can talk about. Oh, they brought Convoke back into this set. This is one of those cards, Transcendent Message, which is X blue 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 blue, has Convoke, draw X cards. Is this good?
No.
Okay. I asked because Convoke's a dangerous mechanic usually, and now it's
I guess you can tap for color and convoke, but like
Yeah.
what blue deck really
At what
plays
point does
creature?
this card become good? Because like, at 5 mana to draw 1 card, it's bad.
it being an instance
Right.
big deal. Like if it
5
was a
mana
sorcery,
instant,
is
you draw
awful.
1 card, it's bad.
Yeah, well, I mean,
6 mana draw 2 is still bad. 7
Well-
mana draw 3 is
well, it's better than
where
that.
I think is okay.
Well, it's Convoke, right? So you're really not paying the mana. You don't need to pay the mana if you have, if you're in
Why-
this.
You have to have with Convoke. In essence, you've paid more mana because you paid mana to cast that creature.
Sure, unless you have tokens. But yeah,
It's
Fair. And at
true.
that point, why not just
Yeah.
play? What's the other one? Green, green, green X.
what's that one? Oh, Quarter Calling, because it only gets you one
what-
card.
Yeah, but it gets you the card you need
At what
instead
point
of
is it
hoping
an
to draw.
opportunity?
Yeah, it's just I like that it's instant. That's all. It's like nobody's doing
Agreed.
anything, and it'll be like, oh, I have 18 creatures. I'll draw 18.
Every time these cards come out, I
Isn't
think they're going to be
opportunity?
bad in standard, and then they find a spot somehow. So I'm sure it'll see play somewhere.
Yeah,
Is opportunity an instant?
it is. It's
That's the
I
6
mean,
mana draw 4.
For, yeah, opportunity is like odd and rate better. There's no doubt about that. It's just Convoke is something to look at.
No.
It could
Wow,
just be
bad.
bad because typically blue decks don't like playing.
Creatures.
Yeah, but like third board of the Ironclass, Young Pyromancer style decks, they'll probably love this card. Fill up your hand to cast more instants and sorceries. It's just kind of taking a different direction for what you want to do, but maybe it's just a meme. I don't know. I thought about it. More cards to look at. Reprint of Monastery
Oh,
Mentor.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
We got
That's
Swiss
cool.
Spear and Mentor in the format now.
Yeah.
Oh, red white spellslinger coming to standard near you.
So yeah, they did more team ups in this set.
Such an out of place card. That's such an out of place.
Yeah,
Weird.
dude, I don't know.
I'm cool with it.
When they showed Monetary Mentor, I was trying to figure out why. Like it didn't make sense to me.
Right. And it's not even like it was like desired, and it's not like it was super expensive. It's like an $8 card at that.
Right.
I mean, technically, we have 2 Ragavans in this set.
There's
We
an
have Pilfager, or the
actual Ragavan
universe.
and Kaizev.
Yeah.
Oh, they
By
came
the
up-
way, the multi-legend or multiverse legends are really cool.
Yeah, they did show the art for some of that stuff.
Oh, whoa! I didn't know there was an uncommon with the Amonkhet art. Didn't you say they weren't going to use that art, Josh? Didn't you swear they wouldn't?
What?
Because you said it was bad.
What?
The
Oh.
Amonkhet invocations they have in the multiverse of legends. One has that
Where are they? I
art.
didn't see it.
I missed it. I might have.
Emote,
What are you talking about?
Celebrant a bounty, Cascade, spells you cast with mana value 6 or greater have Cascade. Legendary
also-
creature. It's a
I don't think
3/1.
that-
Is that from like a
Oh,
creature deck?
I hate the way the light or the attack and toughness. It's at
Yeah,
the
scroll
bottom
down.
if you're on Mythic spoiler.
Find the
keep-
card he's talking about.
yeah,
I'm
All
right, I'll
pretty
find
sure
it,
it's
I'll
not
find
the
it.
actual. I'm pretty
Keep
sure it's
going.
actually not the border either, because I looked at that card. Now that he talks about it, and I was like, "What is this border?"
Bottom of
Wait.
Mythic Spoiler, you say, huh?
Wait, why? I'm on.
Yeah, you got
Mythic
Magic
Spoiler.
Spoiler? Okay, yeah. I ain't going there. Forget it. Moving on.
Ain't going there.
Forget about it. Stoke the Flames is back. Good reprint. That's probably going to be very good in standard for obvious reasons. All right, we got Sword of Snap and Cast. I like Josh's name the best for it. This is the 10th sword, guys.
Snap and cast.
We can officially rank all 10 swords. This is the Dimir Pro Dimir sword. Whenever an equipped creature does combat damage, you surveil 2, and then you may cast an instance of sorcery with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. And if that spell would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. Yeah, I don't know.
It's all right.
You think
That's
so?
so weird. All right, there that is the Amon Cat border, and I did swear that they wouldn't reuse it, but it's like the markup is weird on here, and they changed the font. The font is actually the
Readable.
Yeah.
Bellerin font. Yeah.
And I just don't like that the power and toughness are stacked on top of each other. But anyways, the sword, I don't know. Like, Surveil 2 is fine.
They're good. The card of flashing, sort of flashing back,
Yeah.
sort of snap and cast.
Yeah, you can bring back, you can flashback Express Iteration. No problem.
Sort of
What's the big
Michigan
deal?
Briefing.
In the, like, one format it's playable.
Exactly, baby. That's where the
You
format.
really think this... But
This-
is this sword good enough
Card
in
is-
that
this card's
format?
really relevant.
In Legacy, probably not.
No.
None of the
Like,
swords. Yeah.
expressive iteration isn't legal in Legacy.
It doesn't matter. It wouldn't be good. It's 5 mana to do something. Like the days of putting swords on, we have our 3 tiered equipments, which is Cauldron Complete, Batterskull's hanging on by a thread. You got Shadow Spear because it's got some nonsensical effect on the back end. It also gives constructs and can be tutored with Urza Saga. And then you got Umezawa's Jitte that's also hanging on by a thread. Those are like your 4 pieces of equipment that you'll ever use in Legacy. The days of like
Forgot about you forgot the
Yeah.
one that gives the one Shadow Spear is the one
No,
that
he said
no one
it.
expects.
I'm sorry, yeah, I
Oh.
said that. It's the one that can get tutored by Saga for some reason, whereas the reality that card should have been 2 and 1 to equip versus 1 and 2 to equip, because it's the reason why constructs can get trample. Also has like some weird ability. Doesn't it remove hexproof and indestructible? Yeah, I think it does.
Yes.
It's got some other ability on it. So when
It
you
removes indestructible.
so yeah, when you block that Mirror Lage with the 1/1 Baleful Strix,
I'll pay the one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
that's some hot tech for you, gal. Yeah, the Days of Swords are just kind of like they're relegated to EDH realistically, and the best one, in my opinion, is still Sword, Feast, and Famine. That one is the mana doubler / that's all you really want out of your swords.
And there's lore in this card too. I like the name. The Once and Futures it's got like a poetic name with Castle Lockwood
Oh, does it?
in the background.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sweet. So there's another mechanic that they revealed in this set, which is backup, which is an interesting mechanic, but here, let me pull up a card that actually has backup versus not having a card that doesn't have backup. Right? Come on, Tony, get it together. Be prepared, you
That's the
dunce.
one that gives something like honors.
Oh, I want this Skithrix.
All right, so Boonbringer Valkyrie. It's white 3 for an Angel Warrior that's a 4/4. It's got backup 1. When this creature enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. You can put it on itself if you like, so essentially a Baneslayer Angel. Or you can put it on another creature and it gains the following abilities until end of turn. So if you put it on a different creature than 1/1 counter, and it's got Flying, First Strike, and Lifelink, so it would gain those 3 abilities just for the turn. It's essentially like a team up. It feels like it's teaming up, like it's coming into play, lending a little bit of aid to that card, and then that card gets a 1/1 counter on top of it, so a little bit of value is left over, but on top of it gets those temporary abilities.
Maybe does this make it into your Angels EDH?
Mm,
It makes something a Baneslayer for 1 turn.
I guess.
Or
No,
it's-
no, it doesn't. It's bad.
It's pretty
Get
bad.
out of here.
And there's other versions of it. There's so far we've just seen backup 1. Not
There was
too.
a backup 2 card.
Yeah, there is a backup 2 card.
Is
Or
there?
wait,
I'm
no, it's the
missing.
commander. It's the commander. It's
Is
the
it? Okay.
commander.
And then here's the transform token. So there's a theme in the set called
Oh, yes.
Incubator. an incubator X. So let's say if you have incubator 4, the card comes in with 4 counters. It's a target or a token artifact incubator, and then you can pay 2 to transform it, and then it transforms into a 0/0. If you have 4 counters onto it, essentially it transforms into a 4/4. So there are cards that say like incubate X, which or on ATBs incubate 2. This is like where you can start. I don't know if there's like any good ones with hardened scales yet, because hardened scales is whenever a 1/1 counter is it put onto something or put onto a creature, because the front side isn't a creature.
The counters are the counters
It's
go
not a
on the
creature,
front
it's-
side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the counters go on the front side.
Yeah, and then when it flips, it's still a 0/0, but then it has the counters on it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So
So
I'm
Hex Mage also kills these tokens.
yeah. So right, it's all right. Yeah, I can talk like this is a card I was thinking about a lot. Halo Forager. I think
Yeah, that
this-
card is cool.
So everybody's like, this is just Arcane Proxy, and Arcane Proxy sucks. Well,
I don't even know what Arcane Proxy is.
it's a mythic from Brothers War, I think, which is it has the what's that ability that you can prototype?
Oh, okay. Oh,
And-
it's the blue one.
Yeah. So
The mythic or whatever.
which specifically says have to cast on it. So Halo Forager, 1 blue black for a 3/1 fairy rogue with flying, and then when it enters the battlefield, you can pay X. When you do, you can cast target instant or sorcery with mana value X from your all graveyard, not your graveyard, all graveyard, without paying its mana cost. And then if that spell would be put into a graveyard, exile it instead. I love this card. I want to brew with it
Seems
super
pretty
bad.
good.
Yeah. So with Cascade, with any of the cycle of like Crashing Footfalls or anything that has 0 CMC or mana value, I should say, because that's the new terminology, you can pay this for 3 and get a 2/4/4 Rhinos. You can get an Ancestral Visions. You can get.
I was gonna say this with Ancestral Vision seems really good.
Ancestral Visions, it's gone. The problem is getting it into your graveyard is the difficult part, But
Not for blue black.
yeah, so I think this one specifically is going to go into Living End because it's a way for you to pitch it to Grief or Subtlety because it does have colors unlike Arcane Proxy does. You can also target your opponent's things to finish them off for that last point of damage if they're playing against a burn deck, you name it, like whatever it is. You can target them, grab their Thoughtseize and grab a thought. There's just a lot of application there, which does cost an additional mana, but you can also target your Living Ends to then exile the graveyard and go back, do the Living End thing. Or you as the other player, the opponent going against Living End, you can target their Living End that's in their graveyard to put all the creatures they put into play back in the graveyard and yours back onto play. So it's a little bit of like small tech. I think this card is subtly good just because
Agreed.
the ETB is super relevant. And what's that? There's the red version, the Glimpse of Tomorrow. A lot of the time, the Glimpse of the Tomorrow deck builds off like getting lucky with just cycling the Omnath triggers, And this is another way for you to play that card, or it enter the battlefield and target the Glimpse of Tomorrow to then cycle through the deck again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a
That's
lot of
funny.
potential. I think it fits right into Living End too because it's in the colors already.
Yeah, you get to pitch it to Grief, so when it's bad, and then it's got other applications. Also, a 3/1 flyer is nothing like it's super aggressively costed. 3 mana for a 3/1 flyer, dude, come on.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We also, I know we're still talking about this card, but you did notice we got like a creature version of Shark Typhoon, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll get there.
All right.
Busted.
That's the incubation one. Yeah, it's a 3/3 2/4. But yeah, I think if anything's going to make an impact, I think it's going to be this card. From a modern standpoint, and it's got small potential in Legacy. I just don't know how good is it taking your opponent's brainstorms. It's
Pretty good. Dreadhorde Arcanist is pretty good.
also you can unearth it for a black. I'm trying to think. The deck I was like linked to you guys earlier in our chat. I was like, is there any way I can like Hedron crab myself and mill myself to then like unearth this and get like dumb value off that? I don't know if there's like a world where that could be a thing, or reanimate. You name it. Reanimate,
Like,
target itself,
Just
reanimate.
like DRC.
Yeah,
Ledger Shredder.
yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. All right, I might try or keep Fable.
Big
Grixis.
Brandon.
Fable of the Mirror Breaker. There's just so many ways to like get your cards into the graveyard nowadays. It's not even, like Ledger Shredder and like probably maybe there's a Grixis build. Maybe you can try Grixis. You know, turn 1 Ragavan, turn 2 Kiki Jiki, turn 3 the stupid card after you. Play Ancestral Visions, draw 3. I don't know. It's a
Seems
world.
cute.
It is. It's but I like that it's the ETB. That's all I cared about it. So I was thinking
Is this just a drug trafficker, by the way?
the Halo Forager. Yeah, maybe. The drug of the town is Halo. All right. What was the card you wanted to talk about?
Chrome Host Seed Shark.
Oh, okay, sure. The 2/4, yeah. So a 3 mana Shark Typhoon. Blue 2 for a Phyrexian Shark 2/4 flyer, and then when you cast a non-creature spell, incubate X, and where X is that spell's mana value. So you still have to pay 2 to get the thing, and it's not a flyer; it's a Phyrexian artifact creature. But like, come on, man, this is like a control player's dream. Like every
Which
now
is
and then,
funny
yeah.
too, because I think the flavor's there too, because you have to pay 2 to like flip it into the creature, and that was the base cost of cycling Shark Typhoon. Was
Yeah.
2.
Also, a 3 mana 2/4 flyer. Those are good stats.
Yeah.
It blocks DRC
Yeah,
all day.
Doesn't die to lightning bolt.
It's, one of the things we look for. Yeah, that card's probably going to see play. I don't like. This is definitely going to be, I think, like one of the standard bad boys where you're just like, I'm so tired of playing against this damn card. Because it's like
Stupid
this.
shark.
Yeah.
And then someone drops the stupid black battle on you.
This is Worm Coil at home. But Polukranos Reborn.
That's what I thought of when I read this.
Yeah, it's green for a 4/5 with reach. So a leatherback bailoff and then some. So it's also got like really great stats. A 4/5 with reach is nothing to scoff at. And then it's got 6 and Phyrexian white, so essentially 6 and 2 life. Then you can transform it into a reach lifelinker that's a 6/6, and when it dies, you create a 3/3 white.
Or another Hydra.
Oh. Or another non-token Hydra.
Yep.
Whoa.
It's
That's
actually better than it reads.
Yeah,
But-
so I like glazed over. I was like, I know what this does. Yeah, it makes a 3/3 reach and a 3/3 lifelinker, and they are both green white. So, is this card good?
What other Hydras would you play?
There's the what's it called? The mono green Nykthos deck already plays. This is
Isn't
great for.
there like a 1 mana? There's a 1 mana one that gets protection from everything, right?
Yeah, there's the Mistcutter
The Level
Hydra.
up Hydra.
Oh no, there is that
No.
one. too.
Dude,
Mistcutter, you'd
There's
have
a
to
Hydra.
pay at least 2.
Yeah, what's the no? There's the Hydra that you pay X. It can either come with double counters or it comes in with fighting.
Green. I know what you're talking about.
It's played in the Nykthos decks, and this is probably like, does the Nykthos deck still play? They play Old Growth Troll, which is probably better than this card.
They don't play that Hydra anymore either, because they just combo now.
Yeah, it's a combo deck. I forget about that. Yeah,
It's just Chain Veil, and then that stupid flip card from Strixhaven.
yeah, the really long drawn. The thing that you can never play online because you'll time out. But
Yep.
okay, so this card's got
that
some.
level up card called from Modern Horizons 2.
I have no idea.
That's
what
from
you're
Modern
talking
Horizons
about. One
Modern
use a
Horizons 1.
drop
Yeah.
of protection from everything.
Yeah, it eventually becomes a Progenitus.
Oh, something drinker. Hex drinker.
There you go.
Drinker.
Oh, that's
Is that
pretty.
a Hydra?
Yeah, I think
Isn't
it
that a
is.
worm?
I have no idea, dude. Oh, let's use the internet. Hex drinker.
All right, Jeff, I
Nice.
need to know.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's a snake. It's
I'm
the
gonna link you a
worst.
picture, and I want you to tell me if this is the goblin or not.
Is it safe
Is
for
it
work?
or is it a gremlin?
Yes, it
a
is.
goblin or a gremlin?
Where are you
Might
linking
need
to
to
this
do that.
picture?
Discord.
All right, so they got a 3 mana 3/3/8 flying angel that blinks up to target one of the creature or artifact you control. Essentially, Flicker Whispers it. Flicker Wisp, a creature or artifact that you control.
It's a 3-mana
3/3.
non-flash version of what's it called?
Restoration.
Restoration Angel.
Resto.
It's worse than bad.
Garbage.
It's good. It's good and bad. It can hit an artifact, but you can also like it's still end of turn. You don't get the instant speed it, but yeah, it's probably the first comment. So this is a worse Restoration Angel, probably. But 3 mana 3/3 flyers are pretty good because you don't have
You
to.
know it is.
Yeah. They also revealed the Elish Norn today, and it's just called Elish Norn for
This
a.
card's
You think it's good?
busted.
It's white 2 for a 3/5 with vigilance, and then whenever a source an opponent controls deals damage to you or a permanent you control, that source's controller loses 2 life unless they pay 1 life. So there's kind of like this tax effect that if they're going to do damage or race you, they have to have additional mana. And then for white and 2, you can sacrifice 3 other creatures and then exile Elesh Norn, comes back as a saga. Incubate 2 5 times. And then
That's so stupid.
Yep, and then transform all your incubate. So you get 5 2/2s right off the bat. And then creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain double strike until end of turn. So the super wrath, and then destroy all permanents except for artifacts, lands, and Phyrexians, and then bring back Elesh Norn. Yeah, this is going to be a complete bomb unlimited, right?
Busted.
I think this might see
Busted.
standard play.
It's just got good stats, dude. You can't race this
Yeah.
card. You can't. Like, it's like I got Vigilance, so I block, and then also you have to have mana
I've
up, so you
got-
don't do 2.
Nice shield,
Bro,
bro.
I've got-
Let's go.
You get
Well, the flip side, it comes at a real cost. You do have to sack 3 other creatures. So, like, you have to have Elesh Norn and 3 other creatures. So that's no small thing. But once you get the incubators, you can sack the incubators and keep
I
making more and more.
missed the part where you have to sacrifice 3 creatures to transform.
That's not
Elesh
hard to
Norn.
do. Everything in white makes tokens.
Fair?
I thought it was just pay 3 and transform Elesh
I will
Norn.
gladly
No, that's
sack
not-
my farm hand and spirited companion.
Busted.
Yeah, it's not that good, buddy. You might want to slow your roll on it.
I was like, dude, how are you guys not excited about this? It's
By the way,
7
Jeff, that's
mana.
totally an elemental
30
token.
damage.
Yeah.
It's a goblin token.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a promo Japanese thing for
Mhm.
I want those
for
tokens. It looks
Japanese
sick.
1.
All right. So they gave us some more team ups, which it's all over the
There we
place.
go.
Zergo and Ojutai for Jeskai and 2, so 5 mana total, flying haste, and then Zergo and Ojutai has hexproof as long as it enter the battlefield this turn. All right, cool. And then whenever 1 or more dragons you control deal combat damage to a player or battle, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in any order, and then you may return you may return one of those dragons to its owner's hand.
Sick.
It's okay.
That's weird.
$17.
For
Yeah,
what?
it's like a plastic square.
Oh, it's not like a normal token.
All right, let's talk
Yeah, it's
about
got,
the
like clear
the real
stuff.
team up, which is Bogberigmos and Fibblefib.
Yes. Best team
Teamer
up
2
ever.
for a 6/5 Cyclops Homunculus, and then when it ETBs, you draw ETBs or attacks, draw a card. Then you may discard any number of land cards, and then when you discard 1 or more cards this way, Bogberigmos and Fibblefib deal twice that much damage to target. Is this? Hold on. Is this Earl? What the
Where?
hell? Well, I'm just saying, like ETBs draws a card, and then you attack
Like,
draws a
you
card.
flip it and break it. Yeah.
Oh. You just don't get to play a free land.
Well,
Darn.
you
No,
you use the discard to deal
land.
you use the discard land to deal damage to attack a creature. Twice.
Yeah,
that
I
much.
guess it's pretty good.
And it fades removal. Granted, it's terrible fading removal.
Oh, yeah,
because
it
it's,
goes-
like,
it goes,
proof of
yeah.
the top.
Yeah.
You
I
have
just
to
love that you can
recast it.
see Fibblefib just sitting on top of his little head as like Borgamos is like strangling some Phyrexian monster.
Dude, imagine if this card was
Mhm.
printed in 2009. This would be
Oh, people
would
would lose
be-
their minds.
Screaming.
it would be the end all be all of all creatures. You could just be like, "What are you playing? Are you not playing Borgrinos and Fibblefib, you idiot?"
Don't you just play 4 of these and 56 lands?
Yeah, you'll just win.
Uh-huh.
Hang
Dude, the card is
on. I like the Goreclaw one. The Goreclaw and Surrak.
Oh, that one's
Yeah.
alright. The one that gives trampled everything.
because it is a you may discard. You don't. It's not draw. It's not loot. It's just draw a card. It's like, oh, this is awesome stat line. 6/5 that can pitch extra lands in your hands to remove blockers. This card seems
Yeah, because
amazing.
otherwise it just gets stonewalled because it has no evasion. But
Oh yeah, okay. 6/5. It gets
I'm just saying,
stonewalled.
like it could. I meant sorry, chump blocked.
Oh
all
yeah,
day,
I'm
all
with you.
day,
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
But it being able to remove the blockers makes it actually like feasible.
yeah, dude, it's got it has a real Titan feel. ETB draw and then attack draw. Come on, that's pretty good. Is there any other cards I want to talk about? Not too much. I don't know. There's nothing. I mean,
I still think Rankle and Torbrand might be something to think about in like standard.
red, black. 1 for flying first strike haste. Okay, 3/4, and then when it deals combat damage to a player or battle, choose any number of these. So you create each player creates a treasure token. Each player sacrifices a creature. If a source or damage would deal damage to a player of battle this turn, it deals that +2 instead. Okay, so
And
it's just
that last ability works really well because of first strike.
yeah. It's gonna be problematic. Well, you have to do it to a player or battle.
So yeah, you attack with Rankle and all your creatures. Rankle Torbrand hits, then you choose the final ability and
here's the
all of
backup
your
2 card.
creatures.
Voldaren,
Yeah, there it is.
There you go. Voldaren Thrill Seeker, which is a 2 red and 2 for a 1/1. And then it's got backup 2, and then the ability is 1 sacrifice this creature. It deals damage equal to its power to any target. So you can essentially give something 2 counters. They deal. Let's say you put it on 2, they deal 4. You can pay then pay 1 mana to then fling and deal 4 to their face.
It doesn't fling. It's sack this creature.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you give the backup ability to something else, and then you're like, all right, take 4 from. Let's say if you put it on like a 2/2 night token, right? They attack then it attacks for 4, and then you can pay 1 and then shoot them. It's an 8 damage swing. It's pretty big.
Well, when you sack this, it deals 1, right?
So it sacrificed. So I'm saying the backup ability gives it to another creature.
Yeah, so you put the 2 counters on something else, but when you sack this for its other ability, it only deals 1 damage.
No. So
Sack this creature, it deals damage.
right.
equal
So but
to
it gives
its power.
the backup ability. So let's say if I have a 2/2 night, right?
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yes,
the
'cause
knight
I
gains
forget.
the knight gains the
Yeah.
ability. So
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
let's say if you put it like on a 5/5, and then you make it a
Oh my
7/7.
God.
It's 14.
This with the. All right, so sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but
You're fine.
turn 2, you were talking about with the Hex Mage flipping, getting that 8/8.
Yeah.
And then you play this, swing with that 8/8, and then fling
Attack
it.
for 10, yeah. Because you gave the 2 counters from the backup.
Yep.
So you attack for 10. Flank. We just broke standard, boys. Done.
Let's do it. Jund is back.
Well, it's actually not standard. It has to be legacy or modern.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think this card's. I mean, other than that, it's a 3-mana 3/3 that you can basically bolt something. Yeah. It's 4-mana bolt. But
Fling your tracks after you bring it back.
But oh man, Myson's body. If it was like a bigger body, I'd be like, yeah, that's great.
well, I
Let's keep
mean, how much value
make
do
it
you
a
need
bigger
from it?
body.
How much value do you need? Like, what's the biggest, fattest thing you do? World Spine Worm. You'd give this a World Spine Worm, and then you're like, all right, take 17.
Yeah, but at that point, you're already swinging for 30 with World Spine Worm in the one deck that plays it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you're just trying to find the biggest. In limited, this card's gonna be like, oh, I just killed you out of nowhere because here's 5 damage you didn't expect, and I'm sacking and dealing 5 more to your face. It's just gonna be here's 10 damage out of nowhere. This card's gonna be like secretly one of the most annoying cards probably to play against, and if you're not ready for it, you're just gonna get got. Yeah, the card's probably sweet. What the hell is?
Still
this?
don't know our rare land cycle for this set though.
Yeah, people are like fetch.
That's
like-
not gonna happen.
I like how the referee squad showed up. Yeah. Yeah, but just a bunch of stuff going on. There's a good O-ring I like in this set that actually is an O-ring that has Ward 3 because the days of O-rings have just been like farts for a really long time. But Seal from Existence, 1 white, it has Ward 3, and then when it enters the battlefield, exile target. It's O-ring, Oblivion Ring. So exile target non-land permanent until it leaves the battlefield. So like, get bodied,
This is
Beseiju.
better than Oblivion Ring.
It is.
Okay, I have a counter argument.
Yeah.
What if you could play O-Ring for 1 and Flash? Because that already exists in Standard.
1 in Flash. What is that?
Or no, it doesn't have Flash, does it?
Ossification?
No, Leyline Binding.
Oh, I mean, clearly, it's clearly better. Leyline Binding is really, really good. I'm just saying, like, right now there's a standard that has Beseiju in it. This is
Sure.
kind of nice that they just can't get, like, a free mana 1, because there's a million legendaries, so Beseiju always costs a single green all the time. So, yeah. Well, I think this set's sweet, man.
Question: Didn't Emery have an alter art in?
Yeah, it did.
No.
So it's got 2 of the same art style.
What about Thalia having 10? You got a problem with that one? Is that okay with you, that Thalia has 10 arts?
But we don't. Wait, do we have we have a Thalia like this too already from?
No. it's
Was
not.
that
No.
foul?
No, not
Not
that
with
one.
this board. Not with this. Not with this
No.
border.
Yeah, it's stupid.
This
Are
probably
you
is
sure? I
pretty
thought it
dope,
did
though.
because it was in Midnight Hunt.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. It's not that border.
Wow.
It's got the
Maybe we
goth. It's got
don't
the
have that
it's got the gothic horror, like the Castlevania
Yeah.
art, and not this whatever the hell they gave it to. I don't know. Card is like pretty. Lightning Bolt and like Soul Ring are the exclusion to this rule, and so I guess Birds of Paradise. But I'm done with arts on cards. Like, Make 2.
I
Like,
don't care.
oh,
It just makes cards cheaper.
There's like there's another, what's the black red god too? What's his name?
Xenagos. Or sorry,
Oh, he's not a
Kroxa?
god, but yeah.
Kroxa, yeah.
Croxa.
He's
Yeah.
a Titan, right?
Yeah, he was in a
Giant.
secret
Yeah.
layer that has that like style of art, and this is like a Theros version of it. It's really bizarre because they did like a Kaldheim version for like the Titan cycle, and then now they did like a Theros version that he's like the constellations.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah, this is.
I've never
we
been.
only have-
There's never been a time I've been wrong, baby.
I don't know about that.
Come
but
on, dog.
I like, for what it's worth, of all the cards that are available in the extra spot, all the mythics are a home run right now.
Yeah,
All the mythics that are spun, like all 10 of them, are
Yeah.
they're all home runs.
yeah, they're super cool, man.
Even the uncommons are pretty cool. Like Zada's awesome. It sees a lot of play in Commander.
Yeah,
The
Right, dude.
I'm on Cat one was kind of random. I don't think I've ever seen someone play that card, but
Hit refresh on this page, Tony,
Runai
Why?
is cool. Yargle is alright, I guess.
or just go to the front page.
I am. This is the front page. Are you just trying to see the entire set? Whoa, 271,
No.
274.
Hit
What?
home.
Has the whole set
hit
been
home.
spoiled? Oh yeah,
No.
dude.
Oh,
No way.
No,
we didn't
it's
talk
not.
about. We didn't talk
Arch.
about Ren and Realmbreaker, I guess, and Elspeth, which is a kind of a throwback.
yes, but they didn't.
I think Elspeth,
Elspeth
is
is
better
cool.
than Ren.
First off, have you ever had 2 Mox Ambers and get infinite mana? No, you didn't. So enough.
What are you talking about?
The emblem. You know, so this in doubling season is so good.
Yes, but all right,
I'm just-
everything's busted in EDH.
Yeah, so Ren and Realmbreaker, 1 GG for a Chromatic Lantern as the static, and then +1 up to 1 target land controls becomes a 3/3 elemental with vigilance and hexproof and haste until your next turn. It's still a land, does not untap, mind you.
Yeah.
Yep, that's why this card's bad. Because on
I don't
turn
care.
3, plussing it doesn't do anything except put your land at the possibility of being. Oh no, it gets hexproof. I guess that's.
Well, still get Wrath of God, or whatever the other, temporary lockdown, get bodied.
Yeah.
Mill -2, mill 3 cards, then you may put a permanent from one of those mill cards. Real low EV on that card, that stinks. And then
In your
-7, yeah. And -7, you get an emblem, and you may play lands and cast permanent spells from your graveyard. So the -7 is like an underworld breach effect with like 2 Mox Ambers, right? You can just cycle them and get infinite mana that way. But that's more of like, is this good enough and constructed kind of deal? And do you even care? And is it worth to like build a proliferate deck to try to do something degenerate? Because it is an emblem.
Never judge a planeswalker by its ultimate.
That's true sometimes, but
Yeah.
there are some planeswalkers that go off fast enough where you need to judge them off.
Why don't you tell that to
This
Jace the
is
Mind
not-
Sculptor?
I was about to
This
say,
is
or
not
Jace
one
the
of-
Mind Sculptor's literally I win.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is not good. Like, not to mention the closest green comes to
There's
getting
okay.
played in standard
Mhm.
is like tier 2, and that's the Selesnya Infect deck.
Yeah.
All right. So what was OG Elspeth? Create a 1/1 soldier.
Just give me a
put-
second.
Yeah.
I got you right here.
Nice.
Yeah. It's make a 1/1 and then jump something. So give it +3. So 4 loyalty, same CMC. Wait 2. +1. Put a 1/1 soldier into play, and then it can +1 and then give it any target creature +3/+3 and gains fly until end of turn. And then -8, which is just like artifact. All your things become indestructible. All your permanents do.
Except for planeswalkers.
Yep.
Versus.
This one, which
Um,
makes a 1/1 lifelinking soldier -2, give it
Okay.
2
So you get a bonus.
1/1 counters, and it gains flying indefinitely, so it doesn't lose it. And then also
Oh.
becomes an angel, so it's not till end of turn, and then it's all permanent stats, and then -6, return all non-land permanents.
Now this I would play in my Angels deck
yeah, that's sweet, dude.
for sure.
I think
Or
this card
Lord.
kind of plays like the original Elspeth. You just put it into play, you -2 it, pump something, bash their face, next
Yeah.
turn
Well-
do the same thing, and they're dead.
Well, that's the problem with the original. It was a plus.
Yes, but this can minus twice, and if you haven't won by then,
Yeah.
like
I think this card plays more like a Johnny Goldmane, where it's like
Yep.
old
Yeah.
Elspeth went into like control shells, and this
not
is
a
gonna
Johnny
go.
Goldman, even the 3-mana one that gives flying and
Yep.
double strike.
This one is like, I'm in a white weenie deck, and I'm gonna like give something that I have like a double striker to just end the game here. You know.
Another lore tidbit I like is in Elspeth's first comic. There's that frame that's like if they knew what I could do, they would call me an angel.
Yeah.
I thought that's very cool.
Yeah, that's a good callback.
Cool foreshadowing.
I mean, I will say this: the Elspeths that have been printed through standard have typically
Have
been
been fine.
good. Well, the one from Scars of Meteor was like meme playable. It wasn't very good, but it had like a ridiculous effect where like
The one
blew up
from
the board.
Theros was busted.
Oh, Sun's Champion that's still played in
The
Pioneer.
6-mana one.
yeah, it was super.
The new
good.
Capenna one is farts.
That
And
card's still good.
The new Capenna one is how you win in standard with mono white.
okay, good point. And then
Putting the flying
Garbage.
counters and vigilant counters are really good.
was the Return of the
There was a
Nemesis one?
point-
Elspeth Sun's Nemesis.
The dead Elspeth had a brief point where it was played.
Yeah,
The dead Elspeth.
the one that on exile 4 cards from your library, whatever that stupid ability is.
That only has minus abilities that kills itself.
Yeah, it's the one
So
from
it's in-
it's the new Theros one.
Theros
It's
one.
Sun's
oh,
Champion. Yes.
Theros. Yeah.
Sun's
Theros
Nemesis,
Beyond
yeah.
Death.
Card's sweet. All right, just for reference, so people know what I'm talking about. Here are the 10 Thalias. Yeah, cool. Hmm.
I mean, so what?
Yeah, whatever. It's just what kind of skins do you want? The best one is still the Grand Prix one. That one is just like the face.
It's the one with the sword.
Yeah, just like her, the holding
Yeah,
the
that's
sword like
cool.
this. That one is it's just pretty. It's a good looking one.
That was
Yeah.
cool.
Big dumb dragon that has Convoke, which Convoke has not been notorious in other colors. Like this is the first time blue has Convoke, and also black possibly. But
Yeah.
this is just like demonic tutor. Well, I guess.
And Gorklaw, he throws the bear.
Wait, what?
What?
Spells you cast from exile have Convoke?
It's probably good. I don't know.
I mean, and it like searches for any card.
Combos was Prosper.
So this is like the first battle that we saw, and this one's like not bad. This is gonna be like people play this all the time in EDH, like all day.
This is just
Go get two
it's
basic lands.
explosive vegetation.
Yeah.
It's
Go,
just
Is it?
explosive vegetation.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just explosive with a creature.
also stays at land for whatever reason. But yeah, I think it's got low loyalty, so it's easy to kind of beat up on. This card, I don't know why we just didn't get like, what's that card? It's the same card from Kamigawa, Neon Dynasty. Like you are already dead. It's the same exact text.
Oh yeah.
1-to-1, the
The
same.
art is sick on this one.
Yeah, I wish it was on a cooler card. It's just like this card's never gonna get played, so I guess it's cool and limited. Yeah, they also revealed 5 of the EDH cards or the EDH face cards, which have
The
somewhat of,
generals.
yeah, it has somewhat of like a unique ability each of them. Here's all the multiverse legends, which my goodness, they look good. They have Skithiryx.
The Skithiryx looks
All the
sick, dude.
mythics right there. Every single one of those cards is a home run.
So this is what I'm gonna say about this right here. I get angry about this because like Elspeth, like here I'm gonna go with Scryfall.
Elspeth, you mean Elishnorn?
Oh, sorry, yeah, Elishnorn.
It's been
Oh, look at that
repeated many
Giada right
times
there.
and it's still
I need that.
$20.
Okay, so this card, I thought there was so they did like the judge version of this, right? Which is like this is super cool. This
That's
is
the
super
original
unique,
one.
right?
That was OG.
Yeah,
And then they did it again.
they did the secret layer drop, which is like okay, kind of scummy because I think this should have been a unique thing. And then dude, it still maintains a high price point. My goodness.
Good card. People
EDH,
love it.
man.
EDH.
Well, yeah,
I-
this is like the oh, I got you.
I remember playing that card. in
Okay, I take
Standard.
back what I said about this
Let
card.
me look at that new print again.
This one.
Yeah, it looks okay.
I just
I like the OG more.
yeah, maybe this is the most offensive one.
That art in particular is probably my favorite. One of my favorite Magic cards.
This one?
The
No,
original.
the original Alice Norton.
Oh, yeah, dude,
art.
Elishnorn rules. Okay, I take that back. I in my head, I didn't think I have 2 Elishnorns. I didn't know they were $40. I thought they were $10
Dude,
bucks.
I've gone through this card so many times. Yeah.
I never play it.
I have the new Alice one. I have a foil of the new one.
This is like one of those like this is always into someone's cube because it's a secret, like one of the best.
amazing
It's like a,
reanimator
yeah. You're like, oh, you're
All-star.
playing elves, so you're dead.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
You died. Yeah.
The Gigantha art is really cool too.
Oh yeah, that thing looks super cool.
Now the Gigantha art, good. That's so cool. That he's like the one companion that left, so they gave him a shout out.
This is
I'm
the fir- I
so
think-
excited to get this. For
It's the first time
Pioneer.
it has the new templating where it tells you to put it in your hand
Yep.
versus cast it into play.
Yeah, I need it for modern if I'm gonna play Jund or whatever.
Yeah, that one actually looks good. So
Dude, Emery, I like Emery. Looks cool as hell. I need Emery.
yeah, it's
I'm
just like
trying to.
That was like the one card where I was like,
New
I
Dragon.
want the new copy.
yeah, super good. It's just a cool version of like just it drowning people. I think that's really sick. What the hell
They
is this
did
card?
bring
Oh,
back
look
the-
at that! What is that?
This is
the
what he was talking
coin.
about.
I didn't know that they did that.
I
Yeah.
didn't know it either. I eat crow, as Jeff pointed out, because I said they would never bring this back.
Yeah,
Yep.
and this is actually in every single draft
It's-
pack. Like
Still
it-
looks terrible. This looks terrible.
this
Oh,
is
it looks so bad.
this is a bad
love
And
version.
it won't be foil every time too, so it won't have the shine. It's just gonna look horrible.
Yeah, all right.
I-
Like the shininess
Yeah.
is fine. It's just like when it's not foil, it's gonna look so flat.
Yeah, so with the draft packs, every set has a essentially like a retro
The
artifact.
Ragavan is so cool.
It's got
I
a
forgot
got a
about that.
legendary in the slot, and you can get a legendary from a bunch of different sets. Which they have Yargle, which is like the most you're gonna see
Dude,
these like
but-
commons.
dude,
And,
Yargle also eats the Phyrexian oil, so like that's like goes to show you that the glistening oil is not
yeah,
He's also a
you
spirit.
know, all be all.
And consumption is different than infection.
I don't know what it is about this.
I like
He's
I
just
like
annoying
this
me.
coin.
The coin, yeah.
I like these. It's like
Yeah.
a metal.
That was
it's like the
Ixalan,
adventure
right?
theme. Mhm.
Yeah. It's okay.
What the hell, dude? This is where we
I don't
start.
even know this card.
Yeah.
Also, I
it's-
like this. What plane is that? Tarkir.
Maybe this is this.
Probably
this
it's a
is,
Jutai Master.
No, because this is from like a commander deck, like when they did like a
Yeah, but
Jeskai
I'm saying-
Dragons or something.
Weird.
If he's
the border
Ojutai,
is
though,
blue, though.
it's specifically
Here, let me look at that Ragavan again.
from a cartoon. Or
Yeah, that Ragavan.
Dude, I'm gonna need these.
I love this.
Yeah, yeah.
He doesn't
buddy.
look so ridiculous, man. He
Yeah,
looks like his
man.
original
love it.
art.
I hope I can get them in foreign languages because I know sometimes with these they don't print them in foreign languages when they're like promos in the packs.
So just so you know, when we go back to Guilds of Ravnica, this is what their board is going to look like. Because they
I
Oh my
kinda
God,
like
that
it.
border is so good.
it looks
Dude,
like a
it
city
looks
of
so
brass.
natural yeah. It looks so natural with Nimizit too.
Yeah,
Or it looks like a Library of Alexandria.
yeah. Skithrix, which is obviously
Yeah,
it's,
so
it's like these are one of the,
Skittles look so sick.
yeah, it's probably the best version by a lot. The Croak, so yeah, so we'll see more of these, and it's spoiler season, so we're just gonna see.
So there are more versions. So there could be an Uro of the same type.
I'm sure there's going to be if Croaks isn't. Well, maybe not.
So I think the
Because
multi.
the only one we.
Oh, go
go
on.
ahead.
I don't think. I think there's gonna be one for each plane. Or
I was gonna
whatever.
say because the only one we got the full set of was the original Praetors. The rest are just like kind of ran from each
Yeah,
that-
plane.
this is probably a good invasion. We don't know what the so right now we're like in the wondering stage because like I don't know how these got spoiled, but there's a bunch of them that we just see the front sides and we're like,
Yeah,
what
I
is
saw
that?
the green red one, and I thought, okay,
Makes a
that
treasure
3/4
and then
does something.
you discard and draw a card. That's pretty. It feels like a mini Kiki-Jiki.
Yep. Yeah,
Oh,
it's pretty decent.
So I don't know what the other
Oh,
side
yeah,
For
we
two
does.
haven't-
mana, it's
we-
for 2 mana, and then there's a chance that it could have a flip that's like super good. Who
We
Yeah.
haven't
knows?
gotten Invasion of Lorwyn yet, or Alara.
It looks like a card that could be cubable. That could. If anything, this looks like the one that could maybe make it in the cube.
This one, this
Yeah,
invasion.
because it does enough.
Yeah, because people do play. What's that card? The Bitter End. Is that discard a card, draw a card, or is that discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards? It's played
I
right
don't
now.
Then
actually
again,
know
you
what
don't.
you're
You
talking
get
about.
half your mana value back.
Bitter End.
Vickiata right there.
Or is it? It's from Brothers War.
Every time you pull up the thing, I'm just gonna talk about the Giata.
Did you order it yet?
No, it's not out. It's not released.
Bitter Reunion.
I can't get on. Like,
I actually
TCG or
ordered-
anything.
Yeah, this
I
card.
ordered. Oh,
but
yeah,
you
this
draw 2
card.
cards from this one, so it's
Yeah.
a lot better. But I guess you do get a treasure for. So this one, this card does get played in modern because it's for the it's the way to give your Archon haste because you can
Yep.
sack and give haste. But this one, actually, though I think about it, this one gives you a treasure token that's good with Indomitable Creativity. Interesting. Maybe it's good enough. Like a really cheap treasure maker, man. 2 mana, not a creature. It's a battle, and you can go.
Computer just keeps beeping because Jeff keeps sending me stuff.
Yeah. Invasion. Yeah, so there's other ones like this where they've been showing others. And then in your commander decks, you got plane chase stuff in here, which
Yes,
you
plane
guys,
chase is so
do you
good.
guys want to try a plane chase game?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's okay. I hate being good.
I love 5.
I like playing anything
Okay.
Tony hates.
The
That's
art with Chandra.
So I
We
wanted
gotta
to-
make him suffer every
So-
once in a while for
So
how
is
much he
the
makes us
negate with a
suffer.
Johnny just showing a Johnny going back to not being complete?
Josh, when you asked me earlier this week what I talked about virtual, there's a way that we could play this together by just doing playtest, and you just play like this,
Oh,
like
and
that,
Interesting.
and you just go next turn, draw. The only downside we'd have to find a way to hide our hands. That's all. And then you could do a screen capture of just this. But yeah, like we could play virtual like this.
Why wouldn't we just play on MTGO or whatever?
'Cause then you got to pay for like
let-
subscription.
Let me tell you something about MTGO and Commander. I don't know if you've ever tried. It's not about a subscription. It's how annoying it is. I cast a spell and then I have to go. You take priority.
They-
You take priority.
well,
you
they-
take priority.
They've added things now where you can like select to not have to respond to anything until your turn and stuff like that.
Then why don't we just continue to do cam magic?
That's what I'm saying. We struggle to put decks together in time. So this would be a fast way of doing that. Build it on Moxfield. and do that.
Struggles to put decks together. in
Did you
time.
build?
Yeah, I
Did you
tend to-
did you build your pauper EDH?
No, because it wasn't this week.
Shut up, idiot.
Tell me more.
I'm waiting on cards because there's only like 7.
I'm just saying this is like a
cards that fit
fast way to do this. Like it's quick, right? Just boom, boom,
right.
and
I
it's
don't.
I mean,
I don't
couldn't you
hate
just play in what is it, Cockatrice or whatever?
Cockatrice again it's ugly. Like this is just simple. Like it's
Fair.
this. I'm on Team Tony here.
it's just
We
quick.
just gotta-
You can
you'd
make
have to
decks on
find a way to
Moxfield.
hide
You
your
can.
hand.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like there's a way to do for your webcam or whatever it may be, because we'd have to turn from webcam. You can do OBS as your host, and you can just do a screen, or you can do like a clip capture.
Oh, change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. And then obviously you just do this here, like, and it even shows you the turn counter and all that, so we could all be on the same things and zoom in, zoom out. There's other options for it. Whatever it may be. You can make your hand giant or tiny like this. You can make the field like this. And, this is just a thing I was thinking about, just because you do have to do everything manually, but it's like everything you do is right here. And when you want to do stuff, you just
This is how people used to play Yu-Gi-Oh before Duel Masters came out.
oh yeah, I played on that. I played on
Rule
that.
books.
Yeah, I played on that. It was rough.
Everything
Gross.
was manual. Yeah, everything was manual.
Yeah, it was tough, but I mean, like, it's not too complicated, right? And then,
No.
like, when you build your deck, it already has like your tokens already built for you. Like, you don't have to do that. You just boom.
That
like,
would be cheaper and faster.
It is. So this is just something I'm thinking about out loud. Because we could do it on MTGO, but MTGO like sucks for interactions where it's like we would be playing a normal game of Magic. Here, how would I hide my hand? Done. but
That is true.
then I can't see it. We're gonna have to stack. What you're gonna have to do is stack your screens. Okay, you're gonna have to. You're gonna go to your screen settings, stack them. Yeah, do it that way, and then that way. See, problem
I
solved.
mean, you could just the way you can do that is if you go into how you want your images to display,
yeah,
you can drag them around and just switch it so it is top bottom,
yeah. Blue Ed
and then it'll
Energy.
just be on your right. You can look to your right and you'll see it like slide into view.
Yeah, but this is a way to like play test, right? Like you can play
Yeah,
test.
sure.
It's just fast. It's just you just go here. Moxfield. I don't know if we're not sponsored by Moxfield, but if you don't use Moxfield, I suggest using Moxfield, especially because it shows
whatever.
it's great. And you can see how like hands look.
Sample hands.
Play test. You
But-
can see how like this is how when I have an idea, I go to Moxfield, I build a deck, and I see how it plays, like how the flow of it goes. And if I don't like it, I don't build it. That way, I don't have to put my goddamn cards together. All these stupid cards.
Maybe.
I just like my things
Huh.
in boxes.
I tried out a new Pioneer deck yesterday on Moto. Actually, I tried the red blue, what is it, Ironclad dude
Okay.
deck, and I played against
Did you get to play of one mind?
which one's of one mind?
It's if you control a human and a non-human.
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
one
dude,
draw
for
two.
one blue, insane.
That card's sick. I was playing that in Legacy for a minute with Monastery Mentor. I love that card. Before Express
I played
Federation
it-
was a thing.
I played against Greasefang twice and 2-0'd them.
Dude,
Come
it's
fight me,
it's
bud. You'll
super.
never beat me.
It's super fast.
Well, and they run two purses in the board, and it's enough to all right, the one time you try to go off, like I can like get rid of your graveyard, and like if you have so many interaction to stop them from removing it, it just feels so good.
I will say, one of the matches I had this weekend, it
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
you did
a
play
red.
Pioneer, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a red-black player who
Ooh.
he stuck a bunch of the what's that creature that eats a card out of the graveyard when it comes into play or attacks?
Oh,
Graveyard Trespasser.
Cemetery Reaper.
Yeah, there you go.
Or
No.
not Cemetery Reaper. It
It's
is
Graveyard
Graveyard
Trespasser.
Trespasser.
So you managed to land like 2 of those, and he was eating my graveyard, and I just outvalued him with 2 of the chariots. It was unreal how important chariot was.
And
in
that's the
that
nice thing
matchup.
about this red-blue deck, because like you play the chariots, and I just spend all of my removal spells on your tokens, because then it just makes me go wide.
Yeah.
So did you guys hear about the multiple controversies that happened at the NRG?
Wait, really?
I
Is it
didn't hear
about the
any
guy that won
controversy.
back to back?
Yeah, let me hear this.
Because that guy won back to back.
Yeah, he did.
Oh wait, you told me this.
Which is wild.
Yeah, that guy. Well, that's a whole nother thing. So here's the thing: if you top 8 a tournament, you just gonna have to suck it up and not be able. Or they should just finish the tournament in one day. That's really what it should be. I'm
Yes.
not about
Oh, you're talking about like the buys
Buys.
or whatever.
stupid. It's a poor design. Like
Is that your controversy?
nope. That's I just don't like that. But did you hear about the Fury controversy?
No.
Okay, so a guy in round 8.
Yeah. In which? Modern or Pioneer? Well,
Well,
it'd be Modern.
there's no Fury
So
in
I was about to say
Pioneer.
there is
so-
no Fury.
So in modern,
Never mind.
in round 8, he plays They have an interaction. There's the opponent
Is this on
plays.
cam?
Yes, or not on
think I
cam. This
remember
is
seeing-
this is actually like they're playing for top 8. So he goes, "I'm gonna ice one of your rhinos." Right, and I think it's a rhinos mirror match, and he goes, "I'm gonna ice one of your rhinos and draw a card. That way I don't take damage." And he goes, "I'm gonna cast," and he still has an untapped rhino, and he goes, "I'm gonna cast Fury." The other guy does, and he goes, "Okay," and he goes, "All right, Fury resolves because it's beginning of combat." And the guy goes, "Okay, I'm gonna move to attacks the guy who casted the Fury," and he goes,
Who had
"Well,
his Rhino iced?
yes, who had his rhino dice?" And the guy goes, "Well, you're technically in your second main phase because you casted Fury." And he goes, "Oh, I thought Fury had flash, not double strike." The judge comes over, rules it, rewinds it all the way back to the first main phase or to
Oh,
that
no.
thing, so it allows him
What?
to. Yeah, it's wild. So, yeah, and it got it, and it ended up and it was at the NRG. Let me see if I can get the exact story. But this was a big controversy because now everybody's like, I thought, like, first off, it's round 8 of an NRG. How did you forget that your Fury didn't have flash? You know.
Yeah, you were trying to sneak that in.
Well, it wasn't even that.
I mean, I've definitely done that, but I did not play with Fury very much.
yeah.
I was not
It's round 8.
Eighth round, yeah, I was not on the
8 hours
eighth
of
round.
Magic minimum, if
Yeah.
not 12.
Right.
So I
but-
have definitely tried to cast Fury at instance.
So the judge called it wrong because they shouldn't have rewound because information was given between the two players, like of like what's going to happen next and so forth. Like decisions were made
Yeah.
based on X, Y, Z, right? And so he
Yep.
rewound to the point where he was able to, because they went to the beginning of his battle, right? And he was like, "I'm gonna ice your rhino because we're going into combat." And now the guy goes, "Okay, now I'm going to Fury your rhino so my 4/4 rhino can come through." But then they rounded back to the point where it's like, okay, we're gonna go back to the point of your main
Yeah,
phase.
because
You're gonna
otherwise he wouldn't have been able to come through because he's going to cast the thing, kill the Rhino that the other guy had as a blocker, and get in for 4 for nothing.
Well, the big thing is how can you rewind past something that happened at the beginning of combat that allowed you to draw? Does that mean your opponent, like the person that played ice, now has to put a random card back? Because now they have an extra card at
so
main phase
it
1.
was pretty like the judge should have been like, okay, well, you casted Fury. Sorry.
10 hours of Magic.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, buddy, you are in your main phase 2. You no longer get. You lost your opportunity to attack for 4. You know, which again, it was like the exchange of information between the two players. Just a lot was going on, and it's like it was the incorrect ruling, and a lot of people were talking about like, yeah, that judge really screwed the pooch there. And if it was upheld, like that's unfortunate, but it really should have been rewound. Like it should not have been rewound. Like
Yeah.
it's round 8. You can't tell me that you forgot your Fury had flash.
Not Flash.
Yeah. And it's like, have you been
Hey,
playing with?
click that energy series right there. Click that guy's name. Who won?
Greg Pino.
Greg.
Wait, why is it Greg? I thought it was Joseph from Bernal that won Modern.
He took second.
No,
I thought he won.
Mm-mm.
Greg won both.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I thought Joseph Bernal was the guy who won both.
Where are you
No.
coming up with this? No, he didn't win both.
I swear to God.
was one-
Jason
it was
Bernard's
one
the
by-
guy I lost to when I top 8'd the energy.
Yeah, it's not him. It's not the same guy. And what you're saying is not true. But Creativity did top 8 or did win both tournaments, which
Wait, no, I thought they said the same.
No, it
guy.
was the same guy
Yeah.
who won both.
That's
Okay.
not the same energy.
okay, this is Chicagoland, right? All right, let me just
Yeah.
let me go and get this.
It was. What the hell?
It is.
Someone, I thought they were
Something got
talking-
messed up on the entry there
He-
because they were going crazy about him winning both, and he had both trophies in his hand.
He might have
And-
top 8'd both. Not
No,
won
he
both.
won both
I
of them,
watched
dude.
him I watched him win the modern one, and I saw him playing in the finals of the Pioneers. So at least he should be in first and second in one of those.
Yeah, I don't know what happened,
So
but
like,
they messed up
one
on
of those
entry
games is wrong.
Okay, that's fair. I don't mind.
because he won both.
Yeah, let me.
Joseph Bernal won both. That's
No,
why,
not-
because it was like,
not Bernal.
It's not
I swear
Bernal.
to God it was
It
Bernal.
was not his photo. I know Bernal.
all right, well,
He works.
Whoever.
He works for Hot Sauce Games. It's not Bernaldo.
well, j-
Um,
I don't know. They entered it wrong. Whatever.
I'm just trying to see.
Apparently
If
they
there's-
screwed up.
Yeah. The guy who won had like
It's this guy. Cascade. This no, it wasn't. It can't be because
Yeah, it was him. Yeah, it was him.
I'm telling you,
'Cause I remember the
Creativity
last
it
won.
was Dykeman.
It
So,
was.
do you think it's just like? Do you
100%.
think he was just playing
They
Creativity?
screwed everything up on this entry.
Okay, that's fair.
I promise you, it was him.
He was playing.
Because he was playing Rakdos too, and he won.
Yeah, in Pioneer. Yeah. It was at the finals.
That's
was
so
not
funny. They
blue red.
screwed it all up.
It was blue red aggro versus Creativity, and he was playing Creativity.
In
Or he was playing
Mon-
Rakdos. Sorry.
I'm here.
Yeah, blue red
This
versus
doesn't-
creativity was the finals.
Let's go to the energy website.
I-
It
I'm
probably
Yeah,
here.
this
has
is
it
all
on there.
screwed
I,
up.
I got you. That's right here. This guy, Steven Dickman, who won both energy
Yeah.
series.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't
Yeah.
know why it's so screwed up on there,
It-
but yeah, he got
Back to
both.
back. Is it back to back Pioneer champ?
No,
No,
back to back. He got
is and he
Pioneer
won
and-
Saturday and Sunday. First
So
to
here,
ever do it.
here is congrats to their top 8, right? Okay. So I think what they did is they.
That's
Oh,
They
they
s-
must have had to give it away because he couldn't get 2 invites.
No. I know what it is. What they did is
No,
they took
they-
this data right here. This is pre top 8. This is their standings
Yeah,
pre top 8.
they put the top 8
Weird.
on
Yeah, so-
without having.
anyways,
to
it doesn't matter.
bad.
Top 8 data is like randomized. Anyways, not important. Anyways, energy with the.
Is it?
Huh? Like I'm saying, like
Is it?
winning the end of the tournament, like going 7-1 is impressive.
Oh yeah, hit legacy too.
What do you want to see in
Hit that
legacy?
Is it in here?
Let's go here.
They didn't upload it yet.
Oh
lame.
baby, guys
There
are back.
was,
Guys are back, baby.
Well,
Hey.
dude,
I know, I
boys
love it.
get one bigger now. A battle.
There was one at the there was a tournament
Shadow.
at
Last week.
Jesus. There was a
There's
tournament
only
at
one person.
at
The
the
Energy.
energy, yeah, that
A side
they said they were
event,
gonna upload. Yeah,
Did
And
you
one
do
of our-
good?
one of our boys won it. So
Who won it?
Joey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean there was only like 20 people or something,
I
but
mean,
you know,
Still an achievement.
Yeah.
You give credits to people
Win's a
who
win.
win
Oh, yeah,
when there's only 8
100%.
people.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
That's how it works. All right, guys. Let's wrap this nonsense up. We've been babbling. An unorganized show is an unorganized show, but more spoilers to come. Again, thank you for the people that subscribe on YouTube and always follow us on our socials. Help us grow, help us get bigger, so I can get swoller. Tune in this Friday if you want to see some live legacy, and hopefully this little thing that I'm doing grows and grows and grows. I got the nice equipment. I'm waiting on one additional part because my the box only came with the cam holder only came with one of the 2 poles because I need one to go vertical. I need one to go horizontal. I didn't get the horizontal piece, so I'm like, come on, Amazon. And
go off
with-
these tokens real fast.
What?
I linked them to you in Discord.
I'm not looking at them.
Yeah, come on,
Okay, here.
pull them up.
Oh, I did. Done. Thanks. There you go. You happy?
How come I don't get anything?
All right, I'll send it to you. Jeff.
Oh my god. Sound like a shot. Ooh, I don't get it.
All
I
right.
like it.
Josh, give me with the sizzles so we get the hell out of here.
Center brownies are the best brownies.
Well, duh.
I don't know.
No
some people
way.
Like the edge brownies.
Dude, the outside
like
is
the
worse.
edge.
You were terrible.
I like the edge because it's nice and chewy.
You're just emo.
Yeah, I like the gooey. The gooiness is better.
Thanks for watching,
Genius.
everybody.
It's great.
All right.
Wednesday, my dudes, go do something.
Yeah. Nice.
Bye-bye.
I'm about to go play Barrowtron.
Let's see if there's an after show. Oh, we didn't have many viewers.
Oh, I did see this goblin token.
Yeah,
That
that
thing looks
that's a
sick.
goblin apparently.
It's an elemental,
What's a
but
goon to
all
a
the
goblin?
goblin.
Well, I mean, it's like a goblin. The face is a goblin. The hand is not.
All right. So I got this.
Ugh.
It's like a goblin with its mouth open, blast and fire.
So
But then its hands are like mouths with fire. I don't understand that part. But yeah, I just ordered these tokens like an idiot.
I just ordered 8 farm hands.
Farm hands?
So 1 in a white. When it comes into play, you can search your deck for a basic plains, put it in your hand, and then
Yeah.
you can flip it into a 3/3 with lifelink for
Do
3.
we have anybody sitting in our after show? Let me see if there's.
But
anybody.
Alright, I'm outie.
4 from
Bon voyage,
for-
baby.
Yeah, 4 for
Nobody to say.
Antonio, because he leaves on Tuesday next week for the RC,
Oh sure.
and 4 for me. And then I had to order pithing needles, but those were pretty cheap. I got a play set for like $3.
Yeah, I was so mad. So round 4 was the round that I either had to
Win or lose or get out.
well, it was 2-1. So if I lose one, I can go and play Legacy. If I win, I gotta keep going, and then I won, and then lost the next round. I was like, God damn it. Dude, I don't know how to beat creativity with Parhelion.
Really?
It's like
You
impossible.
seemed
They
to
have-
wipe the floor with me when I played it, but maybe the deck's different now. I don't know.
No, sorry, not creativity. Whatever that other thing is. Maybe it is creativity. I don't know.
Creativity.
One
There's
where
like-
they play the worm.
It's always creativity. Baby.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, that's creativity.
All right, well, whatever. That thing has 1,000 burn answers that burn out my guys every time,
That is
and I just
true.
can't handle it.
Were they playing Strangle?
No, but I swear to God, every time I looked at their hand, they had 3 removal, and it was like, yep, I'm not winning this game.
Holy.
I
crap,
mean,
that was insane.
Don't you just hard cast Chariot?
Yeah, well, then they just go, all right, well, then I'll combo and win. And I'll go, oh, okay, I lost.
You do have to keep up Beseju and target their token or their treasure token in response,
Yeah, or I don't know.
or a
it's
removal
tough.
spell like
Yeah.
for a creature token.
God, this is a
It
lot.
is tough. I mean, couldn't you technically get? Oh no, it doesn't exile. Never mind. I think I had a spell in my sideboard that dealt with it somewhat, but I had to have it like then and there. Oh yeah,
There's
it
that
was
3 mana spell. It's like 2 black and 1 where you can name a card and you.
Yes, I had
yeah,
that,
Yeah,
and I was like, if I can cast this, he loses.
Do you like how JB
yeah. You
made,
just name creativity.
made a tournament report?
You don't name creativity. You just name one of their important cards.
I like how JB made like a tournament report and tried, and I was like, we're not going over this.
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking mad. I literally like after every round, I went and opened up a little text thing and like typed out all the things that happen, all the important interactions. In
I don't
my
respect
games.
that. You gotta bring a hard copy notebook and write all your
Fuck
matches
you.
like that. I would
Yeah, I
like.
had them all like written out.
You had your chance.
Are we still
like-
streaming?
Of course.
I legit would go to the bathroom and then I'd come out and then I'd like type it all up. The next round would happen.
You're such an old man. You go pee like 100 times a day.
I know it's
I
terrible.
do the same, man. I got a tiny bladder.
It's not the
Yeah,
size
it's
of the
that, and then
bladder,
I
it's the
drink like
willpower.
energy drinks. I drink energy drinks and they wreck me.
Let me tell you something about your bladder. It doesn't shrink when you get older.
I know it
No,
doesn't.
but I drink like nothing
Your
but
prost-
water. So
your
like, I'm
prostate
always
is worse.
pissing.
Well, you gotta do. So let me show you some exercises, guys. Your prostate.
Kegels.
Yeah, you just gotta squeeze. I'm doing it right now. You don't even notice. Okay.
Mhm.
Are you squeezing your butthole?
Yeah, I guess that's how I would
Your
make sure.
core.
I have a pretty good. I mean, one day my bladder will fail, or sphincter, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna give out on me, but like I can drink forever and not pee.
I can't wait for the day when I can crap myself and blame it on being old.
Well,
Is that really what you want?
Hell yeah, man! And I get to flip off little kids and just be like, "Yo, I'm old and senile."
what kind of life have you lived? Who are you dealing with? What? I've never been flipped up by an old man. What did you just watch? What is that? El Camino. What is that show? What is that movie with? Is it El Camino? What is?
What?
Do you remember the movie with who's that old Western actor? Clint Eastwood.
I have not.
Well, one where he's
I-
incredibly racist. In
I
it?
got no. I know what you're talking about. I got the reference from Waiting, Ryan Reynolds has a table with an old dude, and he's like, "How's life?" And he's like, "It's
Wow.
kind of great. I get to yell at little kids and tell them to go fuck off and flip them off." And he was like, "Oh, why are you sad?" And he's like, "Because I flip off little kids and tell them to fuck off."
The movie Waiting, I was so funny when I was like, when I first
It's
saw the
so
movie.
realistic. That's the creepy thing, man. Like
I
besides
never
the
worked in that
penis
industry,
showing
so-
game,
Yeah.
besides the penis showing game, everything about that movie is very accurate. There's always the
I don't
one
know. People
server
don't
that.
fuck with food.
What are you
Well,
talking
I'm
about?
gonna-
Oh no, that's. I hate to admit it, man. Like I've never done it.
It
That
does
I'm
not
willing to
happen
admit.
that
let me go.
often.
Let me go off
does
air for
happen.
this.